It is a beautiful day for baseball here today that we have for you at the Oxford Sports Complex here in Grand Forks, Midtown at Grand Forks Red River High School as we get set for our coverage of Red River Roughrider baseball today, taking on the Fargo Shanley Deacons on Rock 95 FM in Grand Forks and on KNOX Live Sports. Ryan Cunningham with you here today from Midtown Grand Forks, where we've waited a couple of days in order to get the baseball season started. The baseball season was going to start back on Tuesday, but the weather looked rather iffy at that point, and so the two teams here decided to push it off a couple of days with more promising weather coming up today, and it was an absolute beautiful decision that Mark Variano, the head coach of Fargo, or actually I should say of Grand Forks Red River, is being given credit for today. Talking with Tyler Nelson, the athletic director from Red River High School, he said, hey, Mark Variano, Coach V, he had this in mind today, and today the kids are in their shirt sleeves, and we'll be rather comfortable here with a cool breeze today as well, and two very good teams set to take each other on to start the baseball season. These are a couple of teams, Fargo Shanley and Grand Forks Red River, that play great rivalry games with one another on a couple of fronts. Number one, they play each other in basketball. They're familiar with one another in sports. And obviously, there's some kids for Fargo Shanley that play for the Fargo South Shanley Deacons in hockey. And so you've got a little bit of crossover that goes on there, too. A couple of coaches that really know how to do it well that lead their teams. Mark Variano, along with Nick Chine as his assistant. They reverse roles when we get into the summer with the Grand Forks Royals, but a couple of guys that have been coaching together for a long time that like to play the game at a high level. And Luke Rusted on the other side, the head coach of Fargo Shanley, who's been a longtime skipper for the Post-2 American Legion baseball team in the summer. So there's a lot of baseball knowledge out there, and the players that play it, well, they've got a lot of that knowledge to come onto the field with as well. And so we expect a pretty well-played game today in Grand Forks and a couple of teams that like to compete near the top of the league. Now, the story with baseball in the eastern part of North Dakota as of late has been a couple of really, really good West Fargo teams that have come on both high school and in the Legion season that have also entered into the conversation and maybe at times dominated the conversation when it comes down to quality baseball. And so there's a lot of optimism about what the teams will put on the field throughout the EDC this year. And we bring it to you today courtesy of our premier sports partners that stay with us throughout the course of the spring. Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales. Rivard's Turf and Forage is a premium seed dealer in Grand Forks, and now's the time to start talking about those turf and forage projects around your home or around your business. And you do that with Rivard's. They've got knowledge, know-how on their side, definitely, without question. They have the reputation when it's time for state and federal government projects to look for someone they can trust. They trust Rivard's, the ability to mix up their seed variations with what's going on with the growing season and work with you right here in Grand Forks. Rivard's.com and Grand Trailer Sales. They are your home for all things trailer in East Grand Forks. You're looking to take that boat out. You need trailer work. You maybe purchase something that needs a different trailer, or you're just looking to upgrade your trailer game for your work throughout the upcoming busy season. Grand Trailer Sales has all makes and models of trailers on their lot on US Highway 2 on the east side of East Grand Forks, and they can service those trailers to make sure they're running like new again. Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks and Rivard's Turf and Forage, a premium seed dealer, bringing you our coverage of today's matchup. Lots to do in a short period of time. The game was moved up to 4 o'clock from its normal 5 today, and so we'll have a bit of a truncated pregame report, but we'll give you the information about the league, the schedule of games today, what to look for, and we'll get ready for starting lineups and baseball scheduled for a 4 o'clock first pitch here today at the Oxford Sports Complex. A great new turfed infield that they put on the field a couple of years ago, or maybe even just last year, and we're set for live baseball today, which I'll tell you what, when you're outside doing this, you know that spring's on the way. Very optimistic day today. Stay with us for it. This is Grand Forks Red River Roughrider and Fargo Shanley Deacon baseball today on the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to Rivards.com.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
Did you know there's another way to manage your farm's risk and protect your equity with margin protection? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. Margin protection provides coverage against an unexpected decrease in operating margin. In other words, we can put a policy in place to protect your farm from changing input costs and crop prices. Join us at Irie Insurance for our upcoming margin protection meetings, August 29th at 8:30 a.m. in Devils Lake and 4 p.m. in Hope, and August 30th at 8 a.m. in Hillsborough. For more information, visit our website at irieins.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
What do you need or want right now? Area Community Credit Union can help you get whatever it is you want. Vehicle, furniture, a home loan, or maybe you need help with a wedding. Contact the professionals at Area Community Credit for solutions. Federally insured by NCUA.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
S&T Quick Stop in Thompson is the stop you need at the end of your day. From the groceries you may have left behind to the products you need to keep running, S&T Quick Stop is your best stop. Find us on the west edge of Thompson.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Baseball this afternoon on the Roughriders Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports today. We are on Rock 95 here on the radio side, 1590 AM, 95.7 FM, and you can find us online at our KNOX Live Sports web stream here today as well. If you'd like to take in the action, go to knoxradio.com and look underneath the Live Sports tab, underneath Sports, or if you have a smart device, you can find our YouTube channel as well. Just do a search for KNOX TV in YouTube, and you'll be able to find the place to find us today as we start the Eastern Dakota Conference baseball season today. It's Fargo Shanley in town to take on Grand Forks Red River. Great rivalry matchup to get things moving with high school baseball. And again, a game that was delayed by a day, or actually a couple of days, I guess we could say, but just basically one date. They were supposed to play on Tuesday. And with the iffiness of the weather situation back then, it looked like a good idea was to move it to today, and they did. And we've got beautiful weather for this today. It's really going to be a beautiful day for all of us as we have a chance to sit outside and take this one in. So we're excited for it today. Our pregame report brought to you today by Area Community Credit Union, where your memberships matter, and brought to you as well by Irie Insurance. You're protected and appreciated with Irie. Area Community Credit Union. Find them on South Washington, 2800 South Washington in Grand Forks. They're ready to finance those things for you that will really give you a very entertaining spring and summer. If it's time for that new side-by-side vehicle to get out on the trails, or a new camper to enjoy the lake life, or if you're looking to make that forever purchase like a new home or your basic checking and savings requirements, they have you covered at Area Community Credit Union with great benefits for their members. Stop and see them at 2800 South Washington in Grand Forks. And our coverage here on our pregame report brought to you by Irie Insurance. You're protected and appreciated with Irie. Irie Insurance got started in Hope, North Dakota, servicing our area agricultural producers. Now they take care of the eastern half of the state and beyond with all means of commercial and consumable insurance. Home, life, auto, health, business, they have you covered at Irie Insurance. Stop and see them. Find an agent at Irie Insurance. You can look them up online. IrieINS.com is where you'll find them. That's IHRYINS.com. You're protected and appreciated with Irie. It's a very simple roundout that we have for you in Drive for the Title today. Drive for the Title, typically brought to you by Toys for Trucks, and we're going to bring you Drive for the Title. And for our folks at Toys for Trucks, it's a pretty short and sweet deal. Why? Because they haven't played a game yet. Nobody's even played non-conference baseball so far this year, so there is no record for anyone coming into today. Today is the first day of action for teams in the Eastern Dakota Conference, and there are 3 games on the schedule today. The counterparts in Grand Forks, Central, will be on the road today to take on Fargo Davies. That game's going to start an hour after ours. They get going at 5 down in Fargo today. And then at 5:30, Fargo North, Fargo South will have action against one another. That'll be at Fargo South. And today, the early game is ours, Fargo Shanley and Grand Forks Red River. And then there will be a number of teams getting together for a border battle that's coming up Friday and Saturday. I don't believe that is going to involve any of the Grand Forks teams at all coming up for the weekend on Friday and Saturday. Next action for the Grand Forks teams, Central play at Davies coming up on Tuesday, and Red River that's an old man. I apologize for that. On Tuesday, Red River will play at Fargo North, and Fargo South will play at Grand Forks Central. But there is no record coming into today, and this is the first action when it comes down to Eastern Dakota Conference baseball. So we're definitely ready to crank things up and get things moving in the right direction today. And that is a look at Drive for the Title, and it's presented by Toys for Trucks. Toys for Trucks has you covered with Drive for the Title. With Toys for Trucks, you can outfit your vehicle to get it ready for the upcoming summer driving season. They've got a whole showroom full of what you're looking for when it comes down to custom wheels and rims and performance tires as well. You owe it to yourself if you want to have that ride at the next level for the summer to stop in at Toys for Trucks, and you can find Toys for Trucks on US Highway 2, 6105 Gateway Drive on the west side of Grand Forks. Our pregame report presented by Irie Insurance and Area Community Credit Union will continue. We're going to take a look at those starting lineups coming up for you in just a couple of moments, so do stay with us. This is our coverage of high school baseball. Red River at home to take on Fargo Shanley today on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
See the full line of Kubota at Acme Equipment Grand Forks.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh-baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team. Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always calls ahead to schedule service. We are online always. If you suffer from slow download speeds, call our certified network designers and installers. On call, on time, and online. RBB Electric won't leave you in the dark. RBB Electric, your 24/7 electricians.
Hi, this is Jen from Absolute Refrigeration, your local commercial refrigeration experts. Our team provides excellent and dependable service to keep your business up and running all year long. Call us at 787-1200. Absolute Refrigeration. We're here when staying cool absolutely matters.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
Our coverage of high school baseball on the Roughriders Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports today from our facilities here at Oxford Sports Complex in Midtown Grand Forks. We're just north of Kraft Field here today, and Kraft Field has the work that's continuing on it. That grandstand is going to look unbelievable. They've got a roof over the top of it now. The netting is up, and they've been waiting to get some decent, consistent weather so they could get some of the support beams, and it looks like they're trying to sneak some of that work in, and we're going to have a really nice facility for baseball when we get that far along. We thank you for joining us here today as we bring you our pregame report presented by Area Community Credit Union, where your memberships matter, and Irie Insurance. You're protected and appreciated with Irie. We're getting ready for the announcement of our starting lineups here today. Our next game broadcast from here in Midtown Grand Forks will be on Monday afternoon when Thompson comes to town to take on Grand Forks Central, and we'll have that for you with a pregame report coming up that day. I believe that one's set for 5 o'clock with the first pitch, so it'll be about a 4:35 pregame report for that one coming up on Monday afternoon. So again, we'll take the rest of the weekend off. We come back on Monday, and we have a busy week next week. We're going to work in some Grand Forks Central soccer. We're going to work in some Red River softball and also a track and field duel coming up at the end of the weekend between Central and Red River. So a lot going on coming up next week as far as our sports schedule is concerned. They're going to announce the starting lineups. We will do the same in just a couple of moments. But first, we will take a break through our national anthem, and then we'll come back and get things started today for our coverage of high school baseball. It is the Roughriders and Fargo Shanley, and our starting lineups are next on the Roughriders Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports. Stay with us. We're back with more in just a couple of moments here on Rock 95.
If you haven't had good pizza, I mean really good pizza from Pizza, you should. Pete's Menu offers personal, family, or specialty for free delivery or pickup Tuesday through Saturday, along with daily specials, all at delicious prices. If you haven't been to pizzamenu.com, you should.
The Golf Center is your go-to place for the latest. From PXG, Callaway, TaylorMade, Titleist, Ping, Srixon, Mizuno, plus everything else at the Golf Center.
Have you done your maintenance? You should. Call Thermal Air and let us check your furnace or your boiler for professional evaluation of your equipment's performance without high-pressure tactics. Call Thermal Air at 701-740-8161.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Bill Thompson and Associates are on the job providing crop insurance, tax, and related service for farmers, businesses, individuals, and families since 1989. Phil Thompson and Associates, Warren and East Grand Forks.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Roughriders Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to Roughriders.com.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
What do you need or want right now? Area Community Credit Union can help you get whatever it is you want. Vehicle, furniture, a home loan, or maybe you need help with a wedding. Contact the professionals at Area Community Credit for solutions. Federally insured by NCUA.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Hello?
Yeah, is your refrigerator running?
Not again.
Because it should be.
Keep your refrigerator and all your appliances running like new with the help of Bud & Ralph's Appliance Service. Bud & Ralph's has been making house calls in the greater Grand Forks area since 1986.
Hi, this is Jen from Absolute Refrigeration, your local commercial refrigeration experts. Our team provides excellent and dependable service to keep your business up and running all year long. Call us at 787-1200. Absolute Refrigeration. We're here when staying cool absolutely matters.
Hi Grand Forks, it's Monique Lamoureux, retired Olympic champion and your newest real estate agent with RE/MAX Grand and proud supporter of high school athletics. I'm bringing the gold standard to your buying and selling journey. Call me today at 218-779-0610 or find me at mygrandrealty.com.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball today on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports. We're here today in Midtown Grand Forks. We thank you for joining us for our Area Community Credit Union pregame report brought to you by Area Community Credit Union and also our Irie Insurance pregame report presented by Irie Insurance. Here today, we get ready for the start of our high school baseball season. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for Grand Forks Red River versus Fargo Shanley. The visitors are the Deacons. Leading off behind the plate is Sam Oshak. Batting second baseman Landon Meyer. Batting third is first baseman Adam Leininger, and Tommy Simon, the shortstop, cleans up. Jordan Leininger in center field will bat fifth. Batting sixth, Landon Hale in left field. Bowden Meyer, the pitcher, bats seventh. Batting eighth is Quinn Miller, the third baseman. And Greg Noel will bat in the number 9 spot and hit in right field, or I should say rather play in right field today. For Grand Forks Red River, leading off is shortstop Griffin Hoganson. Batting second is Alex Seaver, the pitcher. Batting third, Brady Peterson, the center fielder. And Xander Wayne will clean up at first base today. Batting fifth will be Matt Dosh at third base. Batting sixth is Adrian Gonzalez behind the plate. Josh Scribner will bat seventh in right field. Batting eighth is second baseman Justin Roth, and Jace Mason will round out the lineup and play in left field today. And those are your starting lineups, and they're presented today by Franson Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. FransonBank.com. For those of you that are viewing today on KNOX Live Sports, what do you say we clean up the scoreboard for you? And again, for those of you that are viewing today, just kind of have a little bit of patience with us here, as this will be our first baseball broadcast that we have for you today on our web streaming service. So we're kind of breaking things in a new way. We obviously got through the volleyball, football, basketball, and hockey seasons, but recording things in a different fashion, going to be a little different for us coming up here today. Our umpires for today's game, behind the plate will be Mike Lucasen. Brandon Kressel will be on the bases today. A couple of very dependable umpires in the northern part of the area. Both have some college sports experience behind them as far as officiating is concerned. And so a couple of good ones to work what should be a pretty good matchup today between Fargo Shanley and Grand Forks Red River. The Deacons are in red today, and the Roughriders will be in black this afternoon. And with the Deacons, the visitors, they'll come to the plate to get things going today, and that will bring us to our leadoff batter, Sam Oshak, who's the catcher. And we'll step into the left-handed hitting batter's box today for Fargo Shanley to get this one underway. Alex Seaver will kick and fire, and a swing and a drive to center field. And tracking back after this one, Brady Peterson. This is over his head and all the way back to the fence. Oshak a turn. He'll hold up at second base, and on the very first pitch of the game, it's a leadoff double for Sam Oshak on solid contact to straightaway center field. Boy, that did not take long for Fargo Shanley to get the offense moving today. And with the man in scoring position for Fargo Shanley, now you've got a situation where the Deacons will have nobody out and a chance to do some damage in the top half of the first inning. Solid contact by Sam Oshak. Really good hockey player for that Fargo South Shanley Bruin team that Red River and Central been chasing around for the last few years, and a multi-sport athlete that comes up with a solid shot to center. Landon Meyer steps in. Seaver pitching out of the set and pitches high on a fastball. And the count will go to a ball and no strikes on Landon Meyer. So we'll see now how Fargo Shanley decides to play with a leadoff man aboard at second. Seaver, good pitching season last year. Through particularly the Royals season in the summer where a lot of these young players came together. Fastball nips the outside corner for a strike, and the count will go to 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count. Landon Meyer, the second baseman for Fargo Shanley. He turns things around and bats from the right-hand side. Seaver a long look in for his sign. He'll come set at the belt, checks Oshak back at second base. And the 1-1 breaking pitch, that one hit towards the right side on the ground. Picked up at second by Justin Roth, over to first by a half step. Got Meyer. That'll move the runner on. Sam Oshak is on to third. Landon Meyer is out 4-3 for out number 1. And that first potential run of the game stands down at third base as Adam Leininger, the number 3 man, will come to the plate now for the Deacons. First lead always pretty important here. The corner at third base is in, but not sure that with the number 3 man up, there would be a lot of fanciness going on here for the Fargo Shanley lineup early in the season. Let's see what they can do working through. Seaver out of the set, throws one low. It's in the dirt, gets away from Gonzalez on a breaking pitch, and I believe that they're going to say that that hit Adam Leininger. That's going to be a hit batsman. So Adam Leininger is going to head down to first base, hit by a pitch. It was a breaking pitch that was in the turf, and Gonzalez lost it, but it may have been because it hit Leininger and came back to the screen. And when it did, it was ruled a hit batsman by home plate umpire Mike Lucasen. And so because of that, there'll be no chance for the runner at third base to move up and score. So now runners are on the edges for Fargo Shanley with 1 out here in the top of the first inning. So from first and third, the runners. Shortstop Tommy Simon steps in, takes a fastball high. The count will go to a ball and no strikes on Tommy Simon. So the middle third up here with runners at first and third, and Fargo Shanley trying to build a bit of a rally here in the very early going. Their first at-bats of the 2024 season. A set and the 1-0. Fastball, that caught the outside corner, came down with it. Nice pitch from Seaver for a strike. That'll push the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Red River, Fargo Shanley today from the Oxford Sports Complex here in Grand Forks. Beautiful day today. The sun out. Temperatures were in the low to mid 50s around the area today. A set by Seaver. He'll check the runner over at first base. And the 1-1, that's a curveball. Gonzalez has that one stay in front. That was a tough pitch for him to get in front of. And was the nice job behind the plate of keeping that up the first base line and away from a chance for Oshak to dash home from third and score. 2 balls and a strike now on Tommy Simon. Simon will step in. After stepping out momentarily, taking a look down the third base line at Luke Rusted. Seaver sets quickly right at the belt. The 2-1 pitch, swinging a tip back to the glove. Got a fastball, got it by Tommy Simon, and Alex Seaver trying to find a big out here. Leadoff man Sam Oshak doubling on the first pitch of the game. He stands at third. And right now, runners are at the corners with 1 out in the top of the first inning. Leininger, decent lead from first base. Not overly aggressive, but enough to give you a look, and he's going. Seaver steps off the mound. He'll look back towards second base, runs the ball back towards Leininger, now runs him back to second, now turns as Oshak tries to score. He slides in safely, and Fargo Shanley will take a 1-0 lead. The delayed double steal, beautifully executed that time for Fargo Shanley. And the Deacons strike first. Take a look at it in the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay, and you'll see here that a run back, actually, well, we got the play a little bit late. There's Oshak sliding across the plate. So we see that coming your way. Fargo Shanley takes a 1-0 lead. Leininger will go to second base, and what I believe will probably be defensive indifference or a fielder's choice. And Oshak will get credit for swiping the plate. And so a 1-0 lead for Fargo Shanley here in the top of the first. A runner in scoring position now at second base. And still just 1 out. Curveball backhanded by Gonzalez behind the plate. And Tommy Simon still at the plate for Fargo Shanley as a pretty dangerous cleanup stick here for the Deacons. So the Deacons taking the opening lead of the game, and the count 3 balls, 2 strikes full on Tommy Simon here in the top of the first. Seaver takes a look back at second base. A second look, and the pitch on the way. Fastball lifted in the air, foul territory that twists back behind the plate and will go out of play. And so we'll have another 3-ball, 2-strike pitch coming up here for Tommy Simon. Another full count. And another swing and a foul. Actually, no, got him. Strike 3. It looked like he got some contact on that. He did not. He swings through it. A big strikeout recorded that time by Alex Seaver, who will get his first strikeout of the day. Big swing by Simon. What I heard, and I was reacting to what I heard, was actually the ball popping the glove. That was not contact from Tommy Simon. So, second big out recorded as Alex Seaver tries to limit the damage here at the top of the first inning. He'll come set as Jordan Leininger, the center fielder, will step in, and a curveball to him drops in for a strike. Nice pitch from Alex Seaver, and it's 0-1 on Jordan Leininger. That's an effective first pitch from Seaver to try to drop in the breaking pitch. He had tried to locate that breaking pitch in the earlier at-bats. Had a bit of trouble finding the zone with it, but starting off this at-bat with Leininger, a nice effort. Seaver looked back at second base, the 0-1. Another breaking pitch, that one low. Count will level up at 1-1 strike. The center fielder, Jordan Leininger, stepping in. Adam Leininger away from second base. Hit by a pitch and has advanced that far. And the 1-1 offering. Fastball high and tight. Good velocity that time for Seaver. Now the ball gets out of Gonzalez's hands, and he'll throw it out into left field, trying to catch a dashing Leininger to third. The ball will squeak out into left field. That'll be enough for Adam Leininger to score. And it will be an error that'll be charged to catcher Adrian Gonzalez. That will lead to a 2-0 lead for Fargo Shanley. Be a two-base error on the catcher. And a tough play as Jordan Leininger will bat now with the bases empty. And 2 balls and a strike on Jordan Leininger. But a tough play that time. Gonzalez trying to return the baseball, and it just kind of squeaked out of his hand at one point, and that caused an issue with him trying to get it back. A fastball misses low, and the count will level up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. But a tough play against Red River's defense, and their first error given up here as well. Seaver back out of the windup, 2-2 pitch, fastball high. That's ball 4, 3-2 pitch. It's up high for ball 4. And so Jordan Leininger works the first base on balls of the day as well against Alex Seaver. So a strikeout, a hit batsman, and a walk issued by Alex Seaver so far today. And with a runner on second, 2 in and 2 out, Landon Hale, the left fielder, will come to the plate looking to extend the inning for Fargo Shanley. 2-0 in favor of the Deacons on the all-true scoreboard. And Seaver delivers. Fastball at the belt for a strike. Top end of the strike zone on Landon Hale. And the count will go to no balls and a strike on the left fielder from Fargo Shanley. Opening day of baseball in the Eastern Dakota Conference today. 3 matchups. Grand Forks Central on the road today. And Fargo North, Fargo South playing each other in a third matchup here this afternoon. Those will all start later. Fastball again, right at the top of the belt, maybe just a bit high. Count will level up at 1-1 strike. The reaction that time from Gonzalez made it look like he thought maybe he was going to get that one. That one was a bit up further towards the top end of the strike zone and maybe just missed up there, and the count will go to a ball and a strike on Landon Hale. Look in by Seaver. He'll check the runner over at first base as well. The 1-1 is a breaking pitch. Dives down on the turf. Gonzalez knocks it down, keeps it in front. That counts 2 balls and a strike. There's a handful of players on this Red River team that were all a part of a Grand Forks Royals team last year that, went out there every day and played and competed, just really undermanned. Not a lot of experience, a lot of youth on the team, but they gained some valuable experience throughout the course of the year. Different team at the end of the season than they were at the beginning as Seaver misses high on a fastball. And the inning beginning to get a little bit long here for Grand Forks Red River starter Alex Seaver. 3 balls and a strike to Landon Hale, the left fielder for Fargo Shanley. 2-0 in favor of the Deacons. And runner at first base with 2 outs. Set by Seaver at the belt. Runner goes, and a fastball's up high, pegged to second base. Will not be necessary as Landon Hale will draw base on balls for ball 4. That's going to push Jordan Leininger over to second base. And the rally begins to be rebuilt here for the Deacons. Now 2 on with 2 out. And Bowden Meyer, the pitcher for the Deacons, with an opportunity to try to help himself in a critical situation here in the top half of the first inning. Seaver a check of the runner back at second. That's Jordan Leininger, and the pitch on the way, swinging a foul. Belted to the right, not a play. Snowballs and a strike on Bodenmeyer. That ends up over on the diamond behind us, which of course is occupied by the University of North Dakota women's softball team. They'll be getting new digs here coming up on campus on UND. So a diamond will free up here at this complex. We'll see what the future is with that. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Check swing. That pops out of the glove of Gonzalez. No contact was made on that, and Gonzalez threw another one out into left field, and this one gets behind the left fielder. One run will come in. They're going to turn another man around. That'll be Landon Hale. He'll come to the plate and score, and Fargo Shanley will take a 4-0 lead. So Leininger and Hale will both come around to score. Another error that's going to be charged to the catcher, Adrian Gonzalez, I would assume, in that situation. But now the scoreboard reading 4-0 Fargo Shanley, and Bodenmeyer will step to the plate with the bases empty in front of him again. And here comes the pitch to him. Fastball, he'll swing and miss, and that will be the end of the inning. Bodenmeyer strikes out swinging to end the inning, but a very tough start for the Grand Forks Red River defense and for Grand Forks Red River in general. Fargo Shanley will score 4 runs on the benefit of just a hit, 2 errors, bases left empty, and after a half, your score is Fargo Shanley 4, Grand Forks Red River nothing on the All True scoreboard. And the bottom of the first inning is on the way, coming up in just a couple of moments, so do stay with us. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. And Grand Forks Red River has a hole to climb out of as they are trailing Fargo Shanley by a score of 4-0. Couple of big errors that were recorded against Grand Forks Red River's defense, both by catcher Adrian Gonzalez. We'll take a look at the latest on the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay, and you'll see here a ball getting away from Gonzalez. He goes up the line and sends one out into left field, and that allowed 2 runs to come around in that particular situation and led to a 4-0 lead. And that's the Tyler Nagel Agency American Family Insurance replay that we have for you here today. So the Riders will come to the plate for the first time, but they'll be trailing by a score of 4-0 as Shanley scores 4 runs on the benefit of just 1 hit, but picked up 2 big errors and also a couple of walks, a hit batsman throughout the course of that inning as well. And the Riders will have to try to get a start digging out from underneath the Fargo Shanley lead. Griffin Hoganson, Alex Seaver, and Brady Peterson are set to lead things off for Grand Forks Red River this afternoon. So Hoganson will come to the plate, and Griffin Hoganson and the Roughriders will try to dig in against Fargo Shanley pitcher Bodenmeyer, who gets the start today for the Deacons. Meyer takes a look in and delivers to Hoganson a fastball that bounces out in front of the plate. And the count will go to a ball and no strikes on Griffin Hoganson. So 4 runs on just a hit. Couple of walks and a hit batsman, though, and they'll both add up. When you take a look back at that, Jordan Leininger and Landon Hale, who both scored on that overthrow, they end up reaching base by way of base on balls, and that's where things like that will really come back to hurt you. So tough start for Red River as Hoganson swings and misses at a fastball. And the 1-1 offering from Meyer is low. The count will go to 2 balls and a strike on Griffin Hoganson. Hoganson, of course, hockey athlete for the Rough Rider hockey team, winning that state championship down in Fargo this year. Swinging a fly ball foul back behind the plate. That's out of play as Bodenmeyer tries to come back up in the zone. And that'll level the count on Griffin Hoganson at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 on Hoganson. A look in by Bodenmeyer. kind of takes that offset position out on the hill, pitches low, and the count will go to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that's a rules change at the high school level. You can pitch out of what they call that hybrid position, where his legs are turned in sort of a 45-degree angle, not straight up with the plate. His feet actually pointing towards the Shanley dugout on the third base side. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Griffin Hoganson is down on strikes for the first strikeout of Bowden Meyer's day. So Hoganson goes down on strikes. And with 1 out and nobody on, Grand Forks Red River will send Alex Seaver to the plate. So Alex Seaver will step in for Grand Forks Red River, as we'll see Bowden Meyer pitching with the bases empty behind him. And 1 out here in the bottom of the first, a fastball up in the chest. The count will go to a ball and no strikes on the pitcher for Grand Forks Red River. Seaver stands ready. Meyer doesn't take a lot of time to work, and the 1-0 offering, fastball on the belt, outside corner for a strike. And the count will level up at 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch belt high, been about the top of the zone so far today. The 1-1 offering way high. That'll get beyond the glove of Oshak, the catcher for Fargo Shanley, and back to the screen. That'll send the count to 2 balls and a strike on Seaver. 4-0 lead for Fargo Shanley here in the bottom of the first inning. Tough start to the day for the Roughriders, trying to find some offense to start chipping away at Shanley's lead. Fastball, nicely done, outer half, just below the belt for strike 2. Bowden Meyer, pretty good velocity on a fastball. Lots of energy as he delivers to the plate. And a big frame up there as well. He can be a little intimidating to look back at if you're the hitter. 2-2 pitch on the way. Curveball misses inside. The count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Alex Seaver coming back to a kind of a tight breaking pitch. Seaver waiting, and here's the payoff pitch on the way from Meyer. Fastball, got him on the outside corner, strike 3. Seaver gets locked up for the second strikeout for Bowden Meyer's day. On the outer edge, and these pitchers in the Eastern Dakota Conference, they've all been taught for years that that's the place that you want to locate. That is the place you want to live, and Bowden Meyer was able to find that outside corner a couple of times during the at-bat. Base is empty, 2 outs now for Red River. Brady Peterson to the plate. Fastball down to the knees for a strike on the inner half to the left-handed hitting Brady Peterson. And the count is 0-1 on Peterson. Base is empty, 2 outs for Red River in their half of the first. Fastball brushes Peterson back. That'll level the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Out of the set the entire time. Meyer then winds up, delivers a fastball for a strike in the outer half. That'll bring the count to a ball and 2 strikes. And Bowden Meyer, despite a couple of deep counts, strike away from getting out of the bottom of the first inning unscathed. Meyer kicks and delivers. Fastball just missed low. Got to level up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Xander Wayne, the cleanup man, waiting in the on-deck circle. Big year last year for the Royals, gaining his leggings behind him. Fastball locked him up on the outside corner for Brody Peterson. And Peterson's down on strikes, and Bowden Meyer will strike out the side. 3 Ks for Fargo Shanley's Bowden Meyer in the bottom half of the first inning. Nothing across for Red River and their half of the first, and we will go to the second after 1. Your score is Fargo Shanley 4, Grand Forks Red River nothing. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
See the full line of Kubota at Acme Equipment Grand Forks.
Did you know there's another way to manage your farm's risk and protect your equity with margin protection? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. Margin protection provides coverage against an unexpected decrease in operating margin. In other words, we can put a policy in place to protect your farm from changing input costs and crop prices. Join us at Irie Insurance for our upcoming margin protection meetings, August 29th at 8:30 a.m. in Devils Lake and 4 p.m. in Hope, and August 30th at 8 a.m. in Hillsborough. For more information, visit our website at irieins.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball today on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports. We are through an inning of play And after one, your score is Fargo Shanley 4, Grand Forks Red River nothing on our all-true scoreboard today as we get ready to go to the top of the second. Quinn Miller, Greg Noel due up for Fargo Shanley, and then back to the top of the order. Our keys to the game today are brought to you by Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Stop in and see what's new for the season at Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. They're fully stocked and ready for another summer of recreation sports. And, of course, it's always hockey season in Grand Forks for your hockey camps. They're still outfitted for everything hockey. Skate sharpening continues at Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. And, obviously, keys in these early situations involve throwing strikes, something that you absolutely have to do in taking care of the baseball while you wait for the offense to catch up, as Alex Seaver delivers a fastball and a swing and a miss by Quinn Miller. Those are a couple of things that evaded to an extent Red River in that top half of the first. A couple of big errors that led to runs. An 0-1 pitch from Seaver, ground ball back up the middle, one hop over the pitcher's mound. Backhanded by the second baseman, Justin Roth, and over to first. Good scoop by Xander Wayne in time for the out. And it looks like a routine 4-3 put out in the book, but that is a great defensive play by Justin Roth, using the backhand to defend behind the plate for the first out at the top of the second inning. But again, our keys to the game brought to you today by Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. A couple of big keys getting away from Red River early. Got to throw those strikes, got to play that defense. And, of course, it'll be up to Red River now to try to stay within themselves. That'll be an interesting key for Red River going forward. You can't deliver 4 runs with a swing of the bat, so you got to find a way to peck away a little bit, and Bodenmeyer in the zone for Fargo Shanley. So finding good pitches to hit, some of the very basics when you start the season. Swing at good pitches, don't make errors, and throw good pitches as well. A couple of swings and misses by Greg Noel, the right fielder for Fargo Shanley. The count quickly, a ball and 2 strikes on him. And those are our keys to the game today, brought to you by Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Look in by Alex Seaver. The 1-2 offering is a breaking pitch that hits Greg Noel. Another one of those that bites to the turf, and then as it does, it gets Noel maybe down on a toe, top of the shoe, whatever the case may be. We saw one of those back in the first inning also. And so now with another runner on base for free, and that's 4 walks, 4 hit batsmen, or I should say rather 2 walks and 2 hit batsmen today for Fargo Shanley hitters. They're back to the top of their order with Sam Oshak, who doubled and scored. He's delivered the only hit of the game so far today, and he stands in ready to go. A set by Seaver, and the pitch to the left-handed hitting Oshak, high on a fastball. And the count will go to a ball and no strikes on Sam Oshak. 4-0, Fargo Shanley top of 2. And the Deacons trying to put another rally on here with 1 out in the top of the second inning. A set by Seaver, and the 1-0. That one's over the glove. New catcher for Grand Forks Red River as well. Looks like we made some defensive changes here. I'm going to assume that the man behind the plate is Dosh. Matt Dosh has moved behind the plate. So Adrian Gonzalez replaced behind the plate by Matt Dosh. Dosh will come in from third and take over that catcher's position. So we'll have to take a look at a few defensive changes for you as well. But a runner advances on that pitch. Noel will move on to second base. Fastball high and away. The count will go to 2 balls, or actually rather 3 balls, and no strikes. So 3-0 the count. A runner on second base already in the form of Greg Noel. Oshak, dangerous hitter at the plate. We'll see if he's given permission to take a hack at one. He's taken all the way, and fastball up in the zone is called a strike. The count will go to 3 balls of the strike on Sam Oshak. On deck hitter Landon Meyer began to break for the plate. I think he thought he was going to get a chance to swing the bat after that pitch, but Oshak's back for a 3-1 offering. Seaver kicks and fires 3-1. He swings and fouls one off the left side and on a play beyond third base. And the count will go to 3 balls and 2 strikes. I believe it was a straight change between catcher and third base. Adrian Gonzalez looks to be down at third. So Gonzalez from catcher to third and Dosh from third to the plate. No change in the batting lineup. 3-2 pitch. Fastball just missed outside. Dosh held it for a moment. But Sam Oshak's going to go down to first base. 3rd walk issued today by Alex Seaver. And so runners on first and second with 1 out. And we're going to see Landon Meyer come to the plate. Another very dangerous situation here for Fargo Shanley And for Red River, dangerous for Red River, opportunistic for Shanley, swinging a high fly ball right side. Looks to be staying on the infield. Justin Roth moving out. Now it drifts into right field to reach up, and Josh Scribner losing the hat in the process, but able to make the catch. Tough play out there right in the tweenerville between second base and right field, and it's Landon Meyer who will fly out to Josh Scribner for the first out of the inning, or rather second out of the inning. 2 outs, 2 on. And Adam Leininger will come to the plate for the Deacons, their last hope to try to extend the rally. That's exactly what you want to see out of that situation. If you're Red River's defense, the man coming into the baseball, Josh Scribner, taking charge of that play, and he did, was able to make the call, as we'll see Seaver step off the rubber and pay some attention to Greg Noel running at second. But when you're drifting out, backing away from the baseball, much more difficult read than if you're coming in on it. And Scribner did a nice job of taking control of that play out in right field and putting that fly ball to bed instead of allowing something a little bit more difficult to happen to get the out. Fastball on the outside corner to Leininger for a strike. And the count is 0-1. Seaver takes a look back at second. The 0-1 pitch lifted in the air, foul. That's back behind us. And Seaver now a strike away from stranding a couple of runners out, which would be a nice momentum lift here for Grand Forks Red River. They trail Shanley 4-0 in the top of the second. Couple of runners on by a way of a hit batsman and a walk. And Alex Seaver trying to labor his way through it. Set at the belt, look back at second base. Another check. And the 0-2 on the way. Fastball on the turf. That'll get by Dosh trying to backhand it. Runners advance. Wild pitch. That'll be credited to Alex Seaver. And so now they're both in scoring position for Adam Leininger, who was hit by a pitch and then later took second base as part of the delayed double steal that brought in Sam Oshak from third. That led to the first run of the game for the Deacons back in the top of the first inning. The 1-2 pitch to him. Fastball in the air, left side, foul territory. Dosh calling for it, reaches up and makes the catch. Nice play again for the defense to get into something difficult there. A pop out to the catcher as Dosh, coming into that catcher's position, makes the play, and that will strand a couple of runners after the end of the half inning. And you'll see a little coaching going on right now between Mark Mariano and his men on the left side of the infield, but that's a nice play by Matt Dosh. No runs, no hits, 2 left on for Fargo Shanley, and at the end of an inning and a half, your score here at the Oxford Complex in Grand Forks will be the Deacons 4 and Grand Forks Red River 0. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95.
Presenting Hugo's Theater. Oh, I'm the worst.
What do you mean, Pally? Hugo's Meat and Seafood is the best. Just ask him. The eyes have it.
The finest meat and seafood at Hugo's.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. Your score is Fargo Shanley 4, Grand Forks Red River 0, as the Roughriders will bring up the middle third of their order. Xander Wayne, Matt Dosh, Adrian Gonzalez after Bowden Meyer went deep in a couple of counts for Fargo Shanley, but struck out the side back in the top of the first and was able to work himself into a very efficient bottom, I should say, of the first inning. We welcome you back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports. Xander Wayne learned to swing a really mean bat throughout the summer last year for the Grand Forks Royals and has worked himself cleanup spot. He's also at first base today. Bowden Meyer delivers a breaking pitch to him that misses inside, and the count will go to a ball and no strikes on Xander Wayne. Wayne playing at first. He's there to swing the bat. He wants to put something in play. The 1-0 to him is a fastball low, and the count will go to 2 balls and no strikes. It's Wayne followed by Matt Dosh and Adrian Gonzalez that are due up in the bottom of the second for Red River. A look in by Bowden Meyer, the 2-0 to Wayne. Fastball squirts through the wickets on Sam Oshak. Back to the screen, and that'll bring the count to 3 balls and no strikes. And not surprising, Wayne hasn't had a whole lot of anything to swing at during the at-bat. A breaking pitch that missed a little inside, and then a couple that have been out of the zone. We'll see what happens here. 3-0. Fastball high and tight for ball 4, and there was really not much of an effort to give him anything to swing at in that at-bat. And Xander Wayne will head down to first base with a free pass for Grand Forks Red River. So Wayne to board with nobody out. Here comes Matt Dosh. Dosh had a really active summer last year for Grand Forks Red River as well. Worked himself as to one of the mainstay pitchers, and I would assume that's going to be part of his repertoire this year as well for the Roughriders as far as this high school team is concerned. He'll bat with a runner on first, nobody out. Look towards first in the pitch, fastball high and away. The count will go to a ball and no strikes. The only thing here for Red River in this spot in the lineup is the double play ball. There's some really, really good pop in these bats, 4, 5, and 6, but staying out of the double play situation, you want to put it in the air if you can, if you're Red River in this spot. A look towards first base. Meyer delivers 1-0. Breaking pitch for a strike on the inside corner. Dosh runs fairly well, but you've got, a couple of catchers basically in this spot in your first baseman, and so you're loading up with some pop in this middle third for Red River, but ball on the ground could lead to a couple of outs on more than one occasion. Meyer looks over at first base. The 1-1 smacked into right center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. First hit of the game for Grand Forks Red River. Dosh going oppo just a bit to come up with the first hit of the inning and of the game. And Grand Forks Red River has 2 aboard trying to chip back at a 4-0 lead of Fargo Shanley. So a nice piece of hitting for Dosh to go opposite way in that situation. And you can see, again, that was a confident swing against a Bodenmeyer fastball that's pretty good. Bodenmeyer's got some pretty good velocity in that fastball, but now it'll be Bodenmeyer that's going to have to pitch with some runners behind him, as Adrian Gonzalez will come to the plate, now playing at third base for Grand Forks Red River. Gonzalez taking a look down the third base line at head coach Mark Variano. Again, still a double play ball situation here for Fargo Shanley. Let's see what happens. Meyer comes set. A look in towards Gonzalez, and the pitch to him. Breaking pitch caught the outside corner for strike 1. First time that we've seen Bodenmeyer move that curveball to the outer half. He had been trying to locate that on the inner half of the plate. That curveball's got a little bit more pop to it than a lot of curveballs you'll see at the high school level. He's got a good tight spin on it, and that time pushing that to the outer corner. That's a nice pitch. Fastball swung through and missed by Gonzalez, and the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Adrian Gonzalez stepping in, down a couple in the count now with runners on first and second for Red River. Shanley leading by a score of 4-0. Red River looking for a chance to get back in the matchup. Meyer shakes off a couple of signs, now a third, and it's going to lead to Gonzalez wanting to step out and reset. Gonzalez steps back in. Runners their leads from first and second. A look in again by Bodenmeyer out of the set and delivers the 0-2. That one down. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Not sure if that's Meyer's regular delivery or if he's trying to change things up with runners out behind him, but that was a very quick effort to the plate after the set. I'll have to watch him a bit more closely here. That one, he did pause, but it was really close. He comes set. This time going to take a little bit more time, so he's changing it up. And the 3-1 pitch, or actually the 2-1 pitch, no, I'm sorry, the 1-2 pitch, apologies, misses inside. The count will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes on Adrian Gonzalez. 2 on, nobody out for Red River in the bottom of the second. Riders trail the Deacons by a score of 4-0. Here in Grand Forks, Red River trying to find a way to chip away at this Fargo Shanley lead. A look back at second base, the 2-2. Fastball, check swing high. And the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, we're back here on Monday afternoon. Some non-conference baseball for Grand Forks Central and Thompson. Tommy's coming to town to take on the Knights. We'll have that for you here on KNOX Live Sports on our video coverage as well as KNOX Radio that day. A look in by Meyer. He comes set. Got to deliver payoff to Gonzalez with 2 on behind him. And the payoff pitch to Gonzalez. Curveball missed. No, got him on the outside corner for a strike. Boy, oh boy, that's a tough pitch. Gonzalez down on strikes. That one brushing that outside corner as Bodenmeyer records his 4th strikeout. And Bodenmeyer with a big, big pitch to get an out in that situation with 2 on behind him. Now 1 out of the inning, and Josh Scribner will come to the plate for Grand Forks Red River. Again, we mentioned that he was able to push that breaking pitch to the outer half of the plate in this half inning, and he did that. That was his 3-2 pitch. It's a brave 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss by Josh Scribner. The count will go to 0-1. Early in the season, you're at 3-2, very first game of the year, and early in the game, and you're at full count with runners behind you, and you go to your breaking ball, your curveball, to try to catch it out in the outside corner. Now a pickoff move back to second, diving back in safely, Xander Wayne. That's a gutsy call, though. You miss with that breaking pitch, and they're loaded. And it brings the tying run to the plate. So there was a lot going on in that one pitch, but Bodenmeyer gets the spot and gets the out on Gonzalez. Meyer sets, takes a look back at Wayne, and now delivers 0-1 to Scribner. Fastball swing and a miss, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Josh Scribner. Scribner, really good defensive play back in the top half of the second inning. Coming in on a ball that was dying out in right field, taking charge of it, making the catch. Takes a look now down a couple of strikes. Meyer takes a look back. The 0-2, swing and a miss on a high fastball, strike 3, and Scribner is strikeout number 5 this afternoon for Bodenmeyer. And so the rally that was produced on the walk and the hit, now down to its final opportunity to produce, is Justin Roth, the second baseman, will come to the plate for Grand Forks Red River. 4-0 lead for Shanley, 2 runners on. And Bodenmeyer takes a look. A look back at second base and delivers to Roth. Fastball high, and the count will go to a ball and no strikes on the second baseman for Grand Forks Red River. Meyer takes a look back at second. Hear Coach Veriano in the background there saying time him up. Roth taking a look. Big deep breath by Bodenmeyer. Set again right at the belt. Check of the runner at second. The 1-0. Swinging a foul tip back to the glove. And that brings us level to 1 ball, 1 strike. Bodenmeyer, great pitching line through 1 2/3 innings. A hit, striking out 5, walking 1, but doesn't really tell the whole story. He's been deep in a couple of counts, and he's had to make a couple of pressure pitches so far today in some settings. Look back at second, the 1-1, breaking pitch right at the top of the strike zone for strike 2. And now a ball and 2 strikes. Another pitch with some movement, good speed. And Bodenmeyer a strike away from getting out of the inning without being touched. He'll come set once again, checks the runner back at second base, and the 1-2 offering, that one gets away. We'll roll back to the screen. Xander Wayne will move on to third. Matt Dosh will move on to second. Wild pitch. That will be charged to Bodenmeyer. And the runners move up to second and third, and maybe a little bit too much risk taken there by Fargo Shanley. You're looking at number 8, number 9 in the order, and might be a little bit more of the go ahead and attack and get out of the inning type of mode. They tried to finesse that outside corner and just missed on the spot. So now 2 in scoring position. Roth trying to cut the lead in half with a swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. He stands ready, so does Meyer, and the 2-2 is swung on and fouled back to the screen. And another 2-ball, 2-strike pitch coming up. Been a long game so far today. Got started at 4:03. We're 40 minutes into this thing, still playing into the second inning. Been plenty of base runners, plenty of things happening in this first game of the season. Look back at second, another 2-2, curveball, and that one just missed outside. Meyer a long look inside, trying to perhaps will that call to go his way, but he tried to widen the zone and missed it. And so here comes another 3-ball, 2-strike pitch. Coming up to Justin Roth. Another deep breath by Bodenmeyer. Look back at second, look at third. Payoff pitch, swinging a foul. Roth stays alive. Remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good at bat here by Roth. He's fouled a couple off back to the screen on some challenging pitches from Meyer. We'll see if Bowden goes back to that breaking pitch again. He did it a couple of at-bats ago. A set. I'll look back at second. 3-2. That one called on the outside, just outside for ball 4. That was close. I thought we were going to see strike 3 in that situation, but Roth will advance by way of a walk. Second walk of the inning issued, and the bases are loaded for Red River as Jace Mason, the left fielder, will come to the plate for the Roughriders. So the tying run bats here in the bottom of the second. Red River trailing 4-0. A look back at second base. Meyer delivers. Fastball misses inside. And the count goes to a ball and no strikes on Jace Mason. Well, now both teams begin to find themselves in a pressure spot. A look in by Bowden Meyer. Brings the glove up to the chin. Sets at the belt. The 1-0. Fastball. Outer, or actually inner half for a strike. That'll level up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Couple of walks to go with 5 strikeouts. The Riders have 1 hit. That was the single by Matt Dosh going to right center field earlier in the half inning. Set by Meyer. Look back at second base. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Peg back to first base on a back pick. And diving back in safely is Justin Roth. Sam Oshak popping up out of the crouch, making a good throw down to first base. And now it's a ball and 2 strikes to Jace Mason. Bottom of the order, the left fielder, trying to make this rally pay off for Grand Forks Red River. Runners from every position for Red River. Bowden Meyer taking a look in for a sign. He's got it. Another deep breath and set at the belt buckle. And the 1-2 on the way. Fastball high. And the count will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, some big pitch moments early in this one. Bottom of the second inning. Runners again take their leads from every base for Red River. And the 2-2, swinging a foul. And we'll see the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes again. So another 2-2 coming up here for Bowden Meyer. Runners edge away from the bases once more. And another 2-2. Curveball got him swinging. Caught cleanly, strike 3, and the inning will come to an end. Jace Mason going after a pitch on a breaking pitch that was down, and he becomes the 6th strikeout victim of the day for Bowden Meyer. And the Red River threat that loads the bases is eliminated with no damage in the bottom of the second inning. No runs, a hit, 3 left on, and we've played 2 full. Your score remains on the All True scoreboard. The Deacons 4 and the Roughriders nothing. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95.
Tufty Marine in Northwood is your Lund Boat headquarters. Looking to buy, sell, or trade? Tufty Marine will get you into the Lund boat you've always wanted. And they have the parts and accessories you need as well. To check out their inventory, go to tuftymarine.com. Tufty Marine, your Lund dealer in Northwood, always willing to make a deal.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports today on Rock 95, 95.7 FM, 1590 AM. 4-0, Grand Forks Red River trailing Fargo Shanley. After 2 innings of play, we'll go to the top of the third, and we'll see Fargo Shanley sending to the plate their middle third. Tommy Simon leading things off against Alex Seaver, who works into his 3rd inning for Grand Forks Red River. Opening pitch to Simon, swinging a twister foul to the right side, and the count will go to no balls and a strike. So the Riders do come up with their first hit in the last inning and leave the bases loaded. Tough situation there, loading up the bases late in the inning and unable to come up with the knock that produces some damage. Fastball misses low and away from Seaver, and the count will level up on Tommy Simon at 1 ball and 1 strike. Simon stands ready. 0 for 1 with a strikeout here today is Simon. Fastball high. Alex Seaver has struck out 2, walked 3, and hit 2. in 2 innings of work. So 5 runners have reached for free against Simon. He delivers high for a ball. And the 2-1 pitch on the way to Simon. Fastball for a strike right at the knees. And the count will go to level at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count. Had a bit of a breeze earlier. That seems to have died away just a little bit here. Very calm afternoon. 2-2. Slow curve. Dripped out into right center field. That will find an alley and roll all the way to the fence. An extra bagger for Tommy Simon. He'll turn his way around first on his way to second. And a leadoff double here in the third for Tommy Simon is just the second hit of the day for Fargo Shanley. So the Deacons come up with their second hit this afternoon, and they put their leadoff man of the inning into scoring position with an opposite field play by their cleanup man, Tommy Simon, and Jordan Leininger, who walked and scored back in the Deacon first, will come to the plate. Shanley trying to build another rally here in the third. Seaver pitching with a runner at second, checks him and delivers. And a fastball at the letters for a strike. And the count will go to 0-1 on Jordan Leininger. Leininger and Hale both walking back in the first, and they both scored on an error that will be charged to Adrian Gonzalez, who was catching at the time and had a ball pop away and tried to throw down to third base to make a play on the lead runner in that case, who was Leininger, and the ball ended up out into left field, and that allowed both Leininger and Hale to score after Jace Mason overran it, trying to come in to cut it off. The left fielder, 1-1 pitch is in the turf, knocked down by Matt Dosh, who's now catching for the Roughriders. He keeps it close. And the count is 2 balls and a strike on Jordan Leininger. First game of the season for both teams. Riders will play again next week. And 11 conference games is what you have this year. The 2-1 fastball at the chest for strike 2 on the inner half. The count will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. The season this year, 11 conference games. And when you meet one time and play for everything in that first game. The second will be a non-counter. Could be a JV game. Swing, and a ball gets away from Matt Dosh, a breaking pitch that comes out onto the field. The throw over to first base, they're going to look for help, as they're saying that Xander Wayne pulled his foot down at first, taking the throw from catcher Matt Dosh. There will be no appeal. Jordan Leininger will strike out. It'll be the third strikeout of the day for Alex Seaver. And then the play will be 2-3 for the putout. However, the pitch getting away, and that'll be a wild pitch that will be charged to the pitcher, Alex Seaver, moves Tommy Simon over to third. So now runner at third for the Deacons and 1 out. Landon Hale to the plate. He'll take a fastball just above the belt for a strike. And it's 0-1 on Landon Hale. You can see the first base coach for Fargo Shanley asking for help from the plate, but going to be tough to get help there with a runner coming to third. That's going to be that home plate umpire's responsibility in the same motion. 1-1 is a breaking pitch. Dosh down to the turf to knock that down. And we'll see a level count on Landon Hale at 1 ball, 1 strike. Hale walked back in the first inning and later scored on that overthrow by Gonzalez we mentioned a couple of moments ago. 4-0 Fargo Shanley, top of the third inning here today. And the 1-1 pitch, fastball high. That'll push the count to 2 balls and a strike. Landon Hale stepping in. Again, we mentioned it's been kind of a long afternoon for really both pitchers. Alex Seavers had more damage done to him. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Count goes to 2-2, but his counterpart for Fargo Shanley, Bowden Myers, had a lot of long at-bats today. Had to make a couple of pitches, and he's just been able to get out of some things, whereas a couple of defensive breakdowns haven't allowed Alex Seaver the same luck. The 2-2 got him on the outside corner, strike 3. Nice pitch that was located that time against Landon Hale for the 4th strikeout of the day for Alex Seaver. 2 up and 2 down. Take a look at it again on the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay, and you'll see Seaver wanting to go after that outside corner, and he locates that beautifully. Pitch comes in, and right there where you're looking for it, that one tough to lay off of, but also tough to go after, I guess, in that moment, and it turns out to be strike 3, and we'll see the second strikeout of the inning, 4th the aim for Alex Seaver, and Seaver gets ahead of pitcher Bowden Meyer to start off the latest at-bat. No balls and a strike, and the 0-1 offering, fastball up high. Bowden Meyer, strikeout victim back in the first. 1 of 4 set down today by way of the K by Alex Seaver. Count level at 1 ball, 1 strike. Still down at third is Tommy Simon for the Deacons. Deacons lead 4-0 here at the top of the third. 1-1 pitch. That one may have been a curveball that squirts to the left-hand hitting batter's box, but Matt Dosh, another dive to get out in front of the ball and keep it close, eats it up off the chest protector. 2 balls and a strike on Bodenmeyer. Seaver ready, a look over to third. 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung through and missed by Bodenmeyer. And Alex Seaver, a strike away from stranding another runner out there. He had to put 2 away in scoring position for Fargo Shanley. Back in the second, now trying to strand another, this time at third. A look in the 2-2 offering. Fastball just missed. That'll bring the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Bodenmeyer. Meyer standing out, working back in. Another one of those pressure moments here in the game. We've seen plenty of those. Seaver set at the belt. The 3-2 pitch. That one got him on the outside corner. Strike 3. Another beautiful pitch thrown by Alex Seaver, who comes up with a couple of huge pitches on the outer half to retire runners, or batters rather. That'll be the 5th strikeout for Alex Seaver. And the leadoff double for Fargo Shanley will be wasted by the Deacons. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We played 2.5. Your score on our All True scoreboard remains Fargo Shanley 4, Grand Forks Red River nothing. We go to the bottom of the third next. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95.
Hi, Grand Forks. It's Monique Lamoureux, retired Olympic champion and your newest real estate agent with RE/MAX Grand and proud supporter of high school athletics. I'm bringing the gold standard to your buying and selling journey. Call me today at 218-779-0610 or find me at mygrandrealty.com.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
We welcome you back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning here at the Oxford Sports Complex today in Grand Forks, and your score after 2.5 is Fargo Shanley 4 and Grand Forks Red River nothing, and the Roughriders will bring the top of their order to the plate for the second time around. Griffin Hoganson will lead things off. Bodenmeyer has gotten 6 outs, all by way of strikeout so far here today, and Meyer kicks and fires, and a pitch misses up in the, or I should say down on the turf. And the count will go to a ball and no strikes on Griffin Hoganson. Hoganson struck out back to start the game for the Red River offense. A look in by Bodenmeyer. And the 1-0 pitch is low. Count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Take a look back at that last pitch again by Alex Seaver, the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. And you'll see another very well located pitch. You can see where this is caught right at the knees as this pitch comes in. Beautiful pitch, outer half. That's exactly what you're looking for to try to get out of an inning with a threat, and a runner was stranded at third in the sequence. Count now 3 balls and no strikes on Griffin Hoganson. And the 3-0 offering to him, fastball on the bottom of the zone, right at the bottom of the knees for a strike. And it's 3 balls and a strike on Griffin Hoganson. Hoganson, as we mentioned, struck out back in the first, second at bat here today. A look in by Bodenmeyer, the 3-1 swing, and I believe it was a miss. That came back to the glove and just wasn't caught. So the count will go full at 3 balls, 2 strikes on Griffin Hoganson. A look in by Deacon Hurler, Bodenmeyer, and the payoff. That one called strike 3, right down the center of the plate, and again down at the knees. Griffin Hoganson taking a look at one down at the bottom of the zone, but good enough. Second strikeout against Hoganson today, and Bodenmeyer records his 7th. 7 outs today for Bodenmeyer, the hurler for Fargo Shanley, and all by way of strikeout. Each team has left 3 runners. Red River left the bases loaded back in their half of the second. They bat here in the third. Alex Seaver, the pitcher at the plate, takes one on the turf for a ball, and the count will go to a ball and no strikes. Seaver struck out in the first as well. The side was set down in order by way of strikeout by Bodenmeyer back in the first inning. The 1-0 opportunity, fastball high. Count will go to 2 balls and no strikes as Sam Oshak reaches up and pulls that one down. No runs, a hit. Couple of big errors, 3 left for Red River. 4 runs, 2 hits, and 3 left for Fargo Shanley. The 2-0 pitch called for a strike. And the count will go to 2 balls and a strike on Alex Seaver. Seaver trying to help himself, smashes one towards the right side, and that will squeak into right field for a base hit for Alex Seaver. Second hit of the day for Grand Forks Red River, and a 1-out base runner for the Roughriders to work with in their half of the third. So Alex Seaver steps up and gets a knock to get things moving in the right direction for the Roughriders in their half of this third inning. Again, trying to chip away at this Fargo Shanley lead. Can't get it all back at one time, but a 1-out base runner. And Brady Peterson steps to the plate for the Roughriders. He'll swing and twist one left side near the line, rolling out into foul territory and eventually out of play. Good run by Landon Hale down that left field line to try to get to it, but unable to get there. And the count will be no balls and a strike on Brady Peterson. So 1-out base runner for Grand Forks Red River trying to make something happen here in their half of the third inning. It's been a tough day for the Rough Rider offense. They were struck out in order in their half of the first. Then with a single, a walk, and then another walk, they're able to load the bases in the second, but unable to produce. And now a 1-out base runner here in the third. Trailing at Fargo Shanley by 4. A set by Bodenmeyer. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. This one's in the turf again, blocked by Sam Oshak. And the count will now go to a ball and a strike on Brady Peterson. Peterson hitting from the left-hand side for Grand Forks Red River today, playing in center field. A set by Bodenmeyer. Brings the glove down to the buckle, and the 1-1 pitch is high. Oshak popping up quickly. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Before the game, we saw Shanley head coach Luke Rusted working on a drill with Sam Oshak, where throwing in pitches and having Oshak pop out and make his move towards each individual base. 2-1 pitch is high, and the count goes to 3-1, and you can see where that pays off for him as you watch him behind the plate. As when he pops up, he's immediately looking at whatever base a runner's at, just trying to get that extra hesitation, keep a runner close. 3-1 pitch is a fastball high for ball 4, and the Riders are putting them aboard in their half of the third inning. Be the third walk issued by Bodenmeyer. So a base hit and a walk, and that's going to bring Sam Oshak out to the hill to talk with his pitcher, while Xander Wayne steps in, and there's a reason why Sam Oshak is using this opportunity to go out and talk with his pitcher. 2 on base, 1 out, and this is a very dangerous hitter coming to the plate for Grand Forks Red River with a couple of runners out in front of him. Mike Lucasen, our home plate umpire, starts out in front of the plate. That'll usher Sam Oshak back to his catcher's position, but now we'll see if the Riders, getting in to the heart of their batting order here, have a chance to take advantage of a couple of runners on, and only 1 out in the inning, trailing by a 4-0 margin. Bodenmeyer taking a look in for a sign. Runners from first and second for Red River. A check of the runner back at second, and the pitch on the way to Wayne is a fastball high. And it's a ball and no strikes on Xander Wayne. Xander in his first at-bat didn't see anything worth taking a hack at. A curveball that missed inside, and then 3 that were not just out of the zone. They were well out of the zone against him, so he walked. A set by Meyer, look back at second base. And the 1-0 on the way to Wayne, fastball swing and a miss. And that's right where you want if you're Bodenmeyer to keep the ball against Xander Wayne. That was down, that was knee high. That wasn't anything where Wayne can use the arms and get around on it. Really, really well executed pitch that time by Bodenmeyer. Count level, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners from first and second. Meyer set at the belt again. Checks the runner at second. 1-1 pitch. Fastball outside corner, strike 2. Back pick to second base. Back in, hit first is Alex Seaver at second. But now 2 balls, 2 strikes. And boy, after falling behind in the, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And after Bodenmeyer missed on that first offering, 2 really good pitches to Xander Wayne. 1 down to the knees, 1 on the outside corner. And we'll see if that adjusts Wayne's approach here. A set by Meyer. Look back at second base. The 1-2 fastball. That one got him at the knee. Strike three locks him up. Xander Wayne is down on strikes for the second out of the inning, the second strikeout of the inning, the 8th of the game for Bowden Myers. You take a look at this pitch to Xander Wayne. And again, 3 well-executed pitches here. You'll see where this one is, right down to the knees again. That glove drops, and Wayne taking a look at it on the way through ends up giving up that third strike. And now we'll see with 2 outs, Matt Dosh coming to the plate, trying to continue the rally, and his check swing ends up pulling him through for a strike. The count will go to 0-1 on Matt Dosh. Dosh singled and was held up at second base back in the third. He bats here with 2 on and 2 out for Red River in the bottom of the third. Correction, that was back in the bottom of the second for Dosh. Singled, was later stranded, but 1 for 1 on the day. The 0-1 pitch to him. Curveball low. That levels the count at 1 ball, 1 strike on Matt Dosh. Seaver, who singled at second for Red River. Brady Peterson, who walked, is at first. A set. I'll look back at second base. And the 1-1 offering. Misses inside. Runners are going to move up. That one gets away from Oshak. Probably one that Sam feels like he should have had. That one coming inside, but he was able to get a glove at it and just didn't pull that one in cleanly. I'm not the official scorekeeper. I'll rule it a pass ball. We'll see what they do over at the scorer's table. But nonetheless, runners now to second and third. 2 in scoring position for a good bat with Matt Dosh. 2 balls on the strike. A swing here for Red River could put him right back in the ballgame. Runners take their leads from second and third. A look back by Bowden Meyer, the 2-1 to Dosh. He swings and belts one deep to center. This turns lining her around. He's back at the wall, and this one hops off the fence and will drop in for an extra bagger. 2 runs will score. It's a 2 RBI double for Matt Dosh, who goes deep to center field, and Grand Forks Red River will cut the lead to 2 at 4-2. Great stroke by Matt Dosh, his second hit of the day. And Grand Forks Red River has cut the lead to 2 and has put a runner at scoring position. And I believe we're going to see a runner here for Matt Dosh, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll see the Roughriders going to their bench to run for Matt Dosh in this situation. I believe they said Tyson Ulmer is going to be the runner for Matt Dosh at second base. So Tyson Ulmer will run for Dosh, and he represents the third potential run of the game for Red River. The Riders have cut the lead to 2 at 4-2. And a quick move back at second base, diving back in head first is Tyson Ulmer. Adrian Gonzalez, who struck out, back in the second inning, an opportunity to drive in the third run and pull Red River to within a run of Bowden Meyer and Fargo Shanley this afternoon. A set by Meyer. Check of the runner, Ulmer back at second base. The delivery to Gonzalez. Fastball lifted in the air. Playable territory left side near the line. Calling for it is Quinn Miller, the third baseman. He'll make the catch. Gonzalez will pop out to third for out number 3, and the side is retired. But Red River does some damage back. They'll pick up 2 runs on a pair of hits and leave 1. And we have played 3 full. And your score on our All True scoreboard is now new. Fargo Shanley 4, Grand Forks Red River 2. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop in to Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Hi, this is Jen from Absolute Refrigeration, your local commercial refrigeration experts. Our team provides excellent and dependable service to keep your business up and running all year long. Call us at 787-1200. Absolute Refrigeration. We're here when staying cool absolutely matters.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Blue-Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
Welcome you back to our coverage of high school baseball this afternoon in the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95. When we make our way to the top of the fourth here today. And after 3 innings, Grand Forks Red River fights back to within 2 of Fargo Shanley. The Deacons scoring 4 in the top of the first inning, but the Riders scored 2 in their half of the third. And we'll go to the top of the fourth in a 4-2 game with Shanley on top. Quinn Miller, Greg Noel, and then Sam Oshak back to the top of the order due up for Fargo Shanley in the Deacon half of the fourth inning. So after 3, 4-2, Fargo Shanley, Alex Seaver back out to the hill to pitch. And the first opportunity, a fastball away on Quinn Miller. And the count will go to a ball and no strikes on the leadoff man this inning for Fargo Shanley. Quinn Miller at third base, grounded out his first time up. He'll swing and lift one in the air left side, not a play. That'll level the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Miller grounding out to second base. He pulled the baseball his first time against Alex Seaver, that time sending it out of play opposite way and into foul territory behind third. Count now level, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball to short. Charging this Griffin Hoganson with it cleanly. Throws across the diamond and has the out. We haven't seen a whole lot of just clean defensive plays so far today, but there's a routine ground ball, and you can see that kind of in the hole. And Hoganson had to come up on the baseball and send it over, but ends up with the out. American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency replay. Bringing that to you there. A 6-3 ground out for out number 1 for Quinn Miller. And another lefty, Greg Noel, comes to the plate for Fargo Shanley, takes a fastball high and away. And a ball and no strikes on Noel. Noel was hit by a pitch back in the second, later advanced, but was stranded. He'll take a breaking pitch for a strike in the outer half. The count will level up at 1 ball, 1 strike. If there's one thing that's kind of evaded Alex Seaver today, it's getting that breaking pitch in the zone. He's tried, it's been down. Fastball here, swung through and missed, and count now, a ball and 2 strikes. And when Alex gets on top of that breaking ball and is able to put that in the strike zone, he's going to be a very effective pitcher. Just a little struggle with it here in the early going today. The 1-2, swung on and missed, strike 3, and Noel is down on strikes for the 6th strikeout victim today of Alex Seaver's afternoon. Quickly, 2 up and 2 down for Fargo Shanley in their half of the fourth. And back to the top of the order, the third time through, Sam Oshak for Fargo Shanley will come to the plate. Oshak, a good day so far today, a double and a walk. He scored once, been on twice. And he shows bunt, lays one down, but it comes right back to the pitcher. Seaver's on it, throws over to first base in time for the out, and nothing fooled on that as we take a look at it again on the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. Oshak, good square, but this one comes right back to the right side of Seaver. Good play over, and that is the end of the inning. And after 3.5, halfway home, nothing across for Shanley in the fourth. It's 4-2 in favor of Fargo Shanley after 3.5 innings of play. Bottom of the fourth is next. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network at KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
See the full line of Kubota at Acme Equipment Grand Forks.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
Welcome you back to our coverage of high school baseball today on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports. It is 4-2 in favor of Fargo Shanley over Grand Forks Red River as we make our way to the bottom of the fourth inning, halfway home here today. And the Deacons are going to go to their bullpen. So Fargo Shanley will make a pitching change. Bowden Meyer will come out after 3 innings of work, and we'll see a new hurler out there for Fargo Shanley this afternoon. So the Deacons go into their bullpen, and it would appear that, I believe they said number 13 was in the game, but I don't have a number 13 on my lineup card. So I'm not sure who's pitching here for Fargo Shanley. The bottom of the fourth will be led off by Josh Scribner for Grand Forks Red River. So Scribner, who struck out, will stand in for the Roughriders. And the first pitch, a strike. Count goes to 0-1. It's actually number 23 that's pitching. That's Jordan Leininger that will move in to pitch now. He'll come out of center field and pitch. Scribner takes a strike on the outside corner. The 0-1, fastball on the outside corner. A repeat, and the count will go to no balls and 2 strikes. So Bodenmeyer goes 3 innings today. Will give way to Jordan Leininger. And Leininger with a good start to his day. A couple of fastballs outer half. And the 0-2 to Scribner. Fastball outside, trying to stretch that zone. The count now to a ball and 2 strikes. Line on Bodenmeyer. 3 innings of work, 2 runs, both earned. On 2 hits, he struck out 8, walked 3. The 1-2, lifted in the air, opposite way, right field, playable for Greg Noel. He comes on, struggles with it a bit, but makes the catch, and Josh Scribner will fly out to right for the first out of the inning. So 1 out, nobody on for Red River in their half of the fourth. And we'll see Justin Roth coming to the plate now for Red River. Scribner now 0 for 2 on the day. Roth walked his last time up. That was back in the second, was later stranded. And Leininger will step in and take a look. And the first pitch is a fastball for a strike. The count goes to 0-1. I was about to say that based on the center fielder wearing a black arm sleeve, it must be Bodenmeyer. Then I looked and I see that everybody from Fargo Shanley is wearing an arm sleeve that's black on their throwing arm. So that's not going to be an indicator of who's playing where, but we'll see if it's a straight change. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch on the way. That one grounded towards first base. 2 hopper to Adam Leininger. Cleanly, he'll step on his own for the out. And Justin Roth is out 3 unassisted for the second out of the inning. Riders at the bottom third due up here. And they've gone out in order so far through 2 at-bats as Jace Mason, the left fielder, will come to the plate for the Roughriders. Boy, the sun is out. There's a little bit of a cool breeze, but this is just an absolutely gorgeous day. What a way to break in the start of the high school baseball season. Fastball just above the belt for a strike, and the count's 0-1 on Jace Mason, who was a strikeout victim back in the second. 4-2 Deacons on the all-true scoreboard, and the 0-1 offering. Curveball got him swinging. Count no balls and 2 strikes. Leininger has taken very little time. He's pitched with a lot of confidence here to start this 4th inning of play. Shakes off a sign, has what he's looking for against Mason, and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball just missed outside. Saw Oshak set up outside, trying to stretch that zone out a little bit. A good pitch when you're up 0-2, and I like the idea of at least making a hitter have to do some work with the eyes when you're going to waste one. The 1-2 is a fastball low. The count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So many times you'll see a hitter that's going to waste or rather a pitcher that's going to waste one way ahead in the count, but it's not close enough to even induce a swing. 2-2 breaking pitch drops in for strike 3, and that was a tough pitch to find. Jace Mason will be the 3rd out of the inning, the first strikeout victim today for Leininger, and Red River is away in order in their half of the 4th, and we're on our way to the top of the 5th inning. And after 4, your score on the Ultra scoreboard remains the Deacons 4 and the Roughriders 2. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Tufty Marine in Northwood is your Lund Boat headquarters. Looking to buy, sell, or trade? Tufty Marine will get you into the Lund boat you've always wanted. And they have the parts and accessories you need as well. To check out their inventory, go to tuftymarine.com. Tufty Marine, your Lund dealer in Northwood, always willing to make a deal.
We welcome you back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. We make our way into the top half of the 5th inning. Grand Forks Red River trailing Fargo Shanley on our all-true scoreboard by a score of 4-2. Top of the 5th, the Deacons will bring the number 2, 3, and 4 hitters to the plate. Landon Meyer, Adam Leininger, and Tommy Simon. They will come to the plate to take on Alex Seaver, who will work into his 5th inning of work. He's battled, kept his team in it. Fastball away. Count goes to a ball and no strikes. Seaver struck out 6, walked 3, hit 2. And right now, a couple of big errors that have led to 3 runs for Fargo Shanley. Stand is the difference in the game. Fastball misses low. And a count will go to 2 balls and no strikes. 3 runs were scored in the first on overthrows to third base trying to catch runners. Swinging a drive to right center field, fairly shallow. Josh Scribner, long run, can't get to it. It'll drop in front of him for a base hit. And Landon Meyer has a single for Fargo Shanley to start their half of the 5th inning. Meyer goes opposite way again. 3 runs scored back in the first inning. Adam Leininger scoring on an overthrow to third. Jordan Leininger and Landon Hale also scoring on overthrows to third from then catcher Adrian Gonzalez. And right now, in a 4-2 game, those runs are the difference. You take those off the board, Red River up by 1. Instead, Fargo Shanley's up 2 and trying to build a threat here in the 5th as Adam Leininger will step to the plate. Fastball called for a strike. That one up in the zone, but in the zone. And the count will go to no balls and a strike on Fargo Shanley's Adam Leininger, who was hit by a pitch and scored. He's 0 for 1 so far here today as official at-bats go. And he'll take a look at a no-ball, 1-strike pitch from Alex Seaver, who sets just below the belt. Long check of the runner at first, and the pitch to Leininger's high. Pushes the count at a ball and a strike. Landon Meyer, the second baseman, we'll see if he's a threat to steal here. And this would be a spot where, with good hitters coming up, you can do it either way. Put the ball in play with good men up, but also good men up gives you a chance to produce. And Meyer's got a pretty good lead over at first base. He's going. Pitch misses away, and there'll be no chance to get Landon Meyer. That was a great break by Landon Meyer, and he'll swipe second base. Take a look at it on the Tyler Nagel Agency American Family Insurance replay. You're going to see Meyer get a great break here off of his lead on the right-hand side of your screen. There he goes, and he was just gone, and there was no chance to catch him, as all Matt Dosh could do was take a look and watch him glide into second base. So runner on in scoring position, 2-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Big hack that time from Adam Leininger. He comes up empty. And it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes on Adam Leininger. So Shanley threatening here in the 5th. Leadoff man in scoring position, nobody out. And the number 3 man in the order, Adam Leininger at the plate. Big pitch coming up here for Alex Seaver at 2 balls, 2 strikes. A third look back at second. The 2-2 is low and inside. Dosh backhands it. This will push the count full on Adam Leininger at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count. Meyer away from second base. A set and a look back by Seaver. Payoff pitch to Leininger. Lifted high in the air. Left side, foul. This one drifting, and it'll end up out of play. That one near Joey Springer, our cameraman here today. That's the one thing I worry about is whether or not he's a sitting duck over there running the camera for us. There's no protection for him at all. Gonna have to put a helmet on that guy. I'll look back. Another 3-2 on the way to Leininger. He belts one to left center field. One opposite way. This is deep. Jace Mason giving chase. Playable. In the gap. Reaches out. And he can't make the catch. It falls for a hit or maybe an error. Leininger will turn. Head his way to second base. Turning around third is Landon Meyer to score. And it's a 5-2 lead for Fargo Shanley. It looked like Jace Mason had that one kind of covered up in the left center field gap. Ran over as if he had a good opportunity to catch up to it. It just kept drifting. You could see that he hadn't quite squared up in front of the baseball. And at the end of the play, he had to reach out to his left to try to pull it in. And it ends up falling in the gap. And Fargo Shanley will take a 5-2 lead. I'm not sure if the ball was touched, so likely that drops for a hit. Are they going to say it's an error? Both men at the scorer's table will say error as Tommy Simon steps in, and he lifts one in the air to right field. Josh Scribner standing underneath this. Looking to tag will be Adam Leininger with the ball hit the other way. Leininger jumps away from second on the way to third. Good throw by Scribner, but it's cut off by the catcher, Alex Seaver. Correction, it'll be cut off by, I believe, the shortstop coming in, Griffin Hoganson. He'll make the cutoff play. And so on to third goes Leininger. He'll tag up. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Tommy Simon. That'll push the runner over. And a fly out to right field for out number 1. Pretty good throw coming back in that time by Josh Scribner, the right fielder. And now we'll see a meeting on the mound as the head coach of the Roughriders, Mark Variano, will come out and meet with his team with a runner down at third. So they're going to rule that an error. I'm assuming that'll be charged to left fielder Jace Mason. That'll allow the run to come home and score. And so now the Riders with 3 errors so far today, and each one of those errors has produced, in fact, 4 runs have come across on those 3 errors so far today for Grand Forks Red River. And it looks like we'll see a new pitcher for the Roughriders as well. Griffin Hoganson, I believe, is going to come on. No, it'll be Quinn Miller that comes on from third base. So Quinn Miller will come on to pitch for Grand Forks Red River, and that'll lead us to a break in the action here. We'll keep it here. Again, our next game broadcast comes your way from this Oxford Sports Complex on Monday when Grand Forks Central will take on Thompson in non-conference baseball action. That one's set for a 5 o'clock start that day. Our pregame report will get going right around 4:30. And you will be able to view that on KNOX Live Sports here again today. And you'll also be able to take that in via radio on KNOX Radio as well. Warm-up pitches for Quinn Miller continue. Grand Forks Red River now down by a score of 5-2. So Alex Seaver's day not quite over. The runner on base, his responsibility down at third. Seaver will go, it'll be 4 1/3 innings today. And Seaver will end up giving up so far 5 runs. And at this point, only 1 will be earned. Actually, as a matter of fact, we know that only 1 will be earned. He will end up surrendering just 2 base hits. Strikes out 6, walks 3, hits 2. It was an adventuresome day. And Quinn Miller will step in. It will not be Miller. Apologize, folks. It will not be. It's going to be Hoganson, is it? Yeah, it is. That's what I thought. It's going to be Griffin Hoganson that comes in from short to pitch. And we'll see a no-ball, 1-strike count on Landon Hale, the first at-bat that Hoganson's going to face today. So Hoganson does come in from shortstop to pitch. Alex Seaver goes back to the shortstop spot. The entire infield is in with a runner at third. Swinging a hot shot to center field. That'll be a base hit off the bat of Jordan Leininger. That'll drive in Adam Leininger and bring the lead to 6-2 in favor of Fargo Shanley. That was hit crisply, but it's also one of those that with the infield in, the gaps are just so much wider when the infield's in compared to when it's back. If the infield is back in that situation, there's a good chance for the shortstop, now Alex Seaver, to be able to get over there and make that play. But with the infield in trying to defend that runner at third, that ends up being a base hit. They say the average goes up about 50 points when you have the infield drawn in, and they did that time. And now Landon Hale will step in to hit for Fargo Shanley with the lead. Back to 4 for the Deacons at 6-2 on the Ultra scoreboard. Hale walked and scored back in the first inning. Pitch on the way to him, chopped behind the plate, now in front of the plate, now back behind the plate, and it will be foul. Home plate umpire Mike Lucasen had an adventure on that one. I think that landed behind the plate, put out in front of the plate, then hit the turf and came back behind the plate. Or if it did land in front, it landed in a spot right in front of the plate and very nearly hit the batter, Landon Hale. And then as it came back towards the plate, catcher Matt Dosh had to do a nice job of avoiding contact with a baseball to make sure that would eventually be foul. That is touched in front of the plate. That ends up being a fair ball and some trouble. Count no balls and a strike on Landon Hale. Seaver taking a look over towards first base. He'll come set, or actually rather Hoganson comes set in front of the chest. Breaking pitch misses low. That'll level the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. It was a straight change for Grand Forks Red River. So Seaver from the pitcher's position out to short. Griffin Hoganson comes in to pitch from the shortstop spot. Jordan Leininger, good lead from first. Another healthy lead from first base. Center fielder, lots of speed. He might be moving. That's what Griffin Hoganson's thinking. He makes a move over to first base to chase Leininger back to the bag. That is a very healthy lead over at first base for Hoganson, or rather for Jordan Leininger. Out on the corner of that green turf. A look that way by Hoganson. Runner holds, and the pitch swung on and grounded towards second base. Could be two. The flip by Roth to short for one. Relay throw going to be in time for the out. Nicely done to end the inning for Grand Forks Red River on the 4-6-3 double play, and it sets up on a beautiful turn here by second baseman Justin Roth. You see the flip there, the relay throw against a good hard slide over to first in time, and that will be the end of the inning. But Fargo Shanley strikes back with two more on the benefit of 2 hits and an error, and at the end of 4.5, new score on the Ultra scoreboard is Fargo Shanley 6 and Grand Forks Red River 2. We'll come back with more in a couple of moments as we continue our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
What do you need or want right now? Area Community Credit Union can help you get whatever it is you want. Vehicle, furniture, a home loan, or maybe you need help with a wedding. Contact the professionals at Area Community Credit for solutions. Federally insured by NCUA.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. Fargo Shanley now leading Grand Forks Red River by a score of 6-2. Shanley with a couple of hits in their last inning. They capitalize on another error, but a 4-6-3 double play against Landon Hale will end up shutting off the threat, and a very nice defensive turn for Grand Forks Red River to get out of a potential threat from Fargo Shanley. And the count goes to no balls and a strike on Red River leadoff hitter Griffin Hoganson, now the pitcher. And we'll go to quickly no balls and 2 strikes on a couple of pitches, that time outer half of the plate, outer corner, from the new pitcher, Jordan Leininger, for Fargo Shanley. So quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. And Hoganson at the plate. We'll take a look at a fastball, check swing, and lifts it in the air, foul off to the right side. We'll see another no ball, 2 strike count coming up here for Grand Forks Red River 5th inning leadoff man and overall leadoff man, Griffin Hoganson. Couple of strikeouts today for Hoganson. Had a tough day at the plate. 0-2, the 0-2 fastball high. The count will go to a ball and 2 strikes on Hoganson. 6-2 your score on the all-true scoreboard in favor of Fargo Shanley. And the 1-2 pitch, breaking pitch, that one just missed outside. Leininger didn't really take a long look at it. That one was close, but he's ready to throw again. Count now level, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Hoganson. The 2-2 pitch, fastball lifted in the air, chopped foul again. Off to the right side. 0-2 the count. Busy week that we have planned for you coming up next week on KNOX Live Sports, to include a little softball for Red River, some baseball for Central. And then track and field will have their annual duel between Central and Red River. Curveball hit foul back off of catcher Sam Oshak. Next Saturday, we'll see Central and Red River dueling one another in track and field. They'll be the only 2 teams, and they're going to do that as a duel at noon on Saturday. In a track and field effort between the two. Another 2-2 pitch on the way to Hoagie. He'll lift it in the air in the infield. Coming in is pitcher Jordan Leininger. He'll make the catch about halfway to the plate. And Griffin Hoganson will pop out to the pitcher for out number 1 of the 5th. So 1 out of the inning, nobody on. Alex Seaver will come to the plate for Red River. Seaver singled and scored, part of that 2-run third for the Roughriders. When they cut the 4-run lead for the Deacons down to 2, it's back to 4 now. And the pitch to Seaver, a fastball swing and a miss for a strike. And the count is no balls and a strike on Alex Seaver. Just happy to be with you once again, getting things back and restarted with the coverage of our spring sports after a couple of weeks away from our state tournament action. At the A level, that was the last thing we had for you. Fastball outside corner for a strike. Count 0-2. Back with you on the live sports side of things with the video effort here as well. Last thing we had for you there was the section championship game in Section A between East Grand Forks and Wool Road. What a night that was. The 0-2 fastball high. Count will go to a ball and 2 strikes. and looking forward to a good run through baseball, softball, and track and field here to make our way towards the end of a school year. The 1-2 pitch, that one lined in the air to center deep. This will turn around Bowden Meyer, and this is off the wall on a one-hopper. A turn and a move towards second base for Alex Seaver. He comes in safely with a two-bagger and a one-out double. Has given some life to Grand Forks Red River, and they're half of the fifth inning. We're at a little bit lower level when we take a look at the game from this angle, so it's difficult to know exactly what that ball's going to do. When we're over at Kraft Field and we have that elevation, you can see things so much better from up there. We're right down at ground level here, so it's tough to tell what's going to happen when that ball drifts out deep into center. No angle on it at all. It's straight away from you, but that one gets over Bowden Meyer and ends up bouncing off the fence, and a one-out base runner for Red River in scoring position. With the big third of the order due up here, 3, 4, and 5 of the order, Brady Peterson steps in, batting from the left-hand side for the Roughriders. Look back at second base, and the pitch on the way to Peterson is a fastball high and away. It's a ball with no strikes on Brady Peterson. A strikeout back in the first. He walked and scored in the third. Seaver away from second. Riders down 4, needing some production here in the later innings of the game. A look back at second by Jordan Leininger, and the pitch. Fastball hit the other way, left side. A diving stab is made at third by Quinn Miller. He'll throw across the diamond for the out. And a beautiful defensive play is made as Seaver moves on to third. Look at that again of the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. This one's hit pretty well the opposite way down that third base line. And there's a dive over there. You won't be able to see it. Camera didn't quite get around on that in time, but really nice play that was made there as Xander Wayne will come to the plate for Grand Forks Red River. So Peterson is out 5-3 for out number 2. It pushes Seaver on to third. So a runner away from third base now for Red River, trying to cut that lead to 3. Xander Wayne to walk and a strikeout today for Red River. He's 0 for 1. Pitch on the way to him. Fastball outer half, called a strike. Wayne to long lean at it. I think he knew that was a good pitch. He might be being told to take some pitches up there right now and wait for something that he can swing at. He liked that one, but that was on the outer edge. No balls and a strike on Xander Wayne. A look over towards third. The 0-1 offering. Swinging a high fly ball right side of the infield. Landon Meyer calling for it at second base. He'll step in and make the catch and flips the ball down to the turf, and Xander Wayne will pop out to second base, and that will end the threat. No runs on a hit. Seaver stranded at third. 1 left for Red River, and we're on our way to the bottom of this, or rather the top of the 6th inning. And your score from Oxford Sports Complex remains Fargo Shanley 6 and Grand Forks Red River 2. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Roughriders Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Hello?
Yeah, is your refrigerator running?
Not again.
Because it should be.
Keep your refrigerator and all your appliances running like new with the help of Bud & Ralph's Appliance Service. Bud & Ralph's has been making house calls in the greater Grand Forks area since 1986.
Hi, this is Jen from Absolute Refrigeration, your local commercial refrigeration experts. Our team provides excellent and dependable service to keep your business up and running all year long. Call us at 787-1200. Absolute Refrigeration. We're here when staying cool absolutely matters.
Hi Grand Forks, it's Monique Lamoureux, retired Olympic champion and your newest real estate agent with RE/MAX Grand and proud supporter of high school athletics. I'm bringing the gold standard to your buying and selling journey. Call me today at 218-779-0610 or find me at mygrandrealty.com.
We make our way towards the top of the 6th inning through 5. Your score on the All True scoreboard here this afternoon from Oxford Sports Complex is Fargo Shanley 6 and Grand Forks Red River 2. As the shadows begin to get a little bit longer here now at Oxford Sports Complex, the sun beginning to set in the western sky, and we'll see Bowden Meyer step in. The former pitcher, I believe he's now in center field for Fargo Shanley. He'll swing and miss. A number off the end of the bat, actually, rather. So a cap shot will make it no balls and a strike. Griffin Hoganson, the new pitcher for Red River, starting his first full inning of work. The 0-1 on the way to Meyer, swinging a foul. Ripped that one foul. So the line is finished up on Alex Seaver today. Seaver will go 4 1/3, gives up 6 runs, only 1 earned on 2 hits. He struck out 6, walked 3, hit 2, but 3 errors cost him 4 runs this afternoon. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. It's in the turf for strike 3, picked up behind the plate by Matt Dosh and down to first for the out. Bowden Meyer will strike out, and the play will be 2-3 on the putout for out number 1. And Griffin Hoganson has his first strikeout today. And a correction, actually, it'll be 2 unearned runs in that inning, so it'll be 3 errors for Red River that will cost the Roughriders 5 runs today. And that's a tough, tough number. Quinn Miller will step to the plate now for Fargo Shanley, takes a pitch away, and the count will go to a ball and no strikes. 3 scoring in the first on a couple of overthrows to third, and then a drop ball that allows a runner to reach and a runner to score, and then that runner later scored as well after reaching on that drop ball in the outfield. So 5 runs scoring on 3 errors today from Grand Forks Red River that really hurt. Ground ball to second base for Miller. He'll be thrown out. 4-3 for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. And Greg Noel is going to come to the plate now for the Deacons in their half of the 6th. So Noel stands ready, was hit by a pitch. 0 for 1 on the day, struck out back in the 4th. He was hit by a pitch in the 2nd. 2 out, nobody on for Fargo Shanley. And the Deacons leading by a score of 6-2. Swinging a foul back to the screen. Count will go to 1 ball, 1 strike on Greg Noel. Griffin Hoganson stepping in, taking a look. Hoganson has what he wants, and from the windup delivers to Noel, swinging a foul back to the screen again. The count is a ball and 2 strikes on Greg Noel. No balls and 2 strikes. Landon Meyer retrieving those balls off the screen. Man, that would be in the hole for Fargo Shanley. And the 1-2 pitch, fastball just missed away. Good lean at it by Noel, but he holds up on it. And the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count. Noel stands ready. Hoganson has what he wants. And the 2-2 offering is a fastball high and away, and now it's full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And if you're Hoganson, you don't really want to mess around here. You got the top of the order due up for their 4th time through coming up after Noel. Big pitch here. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Got him fishing. Greg Noel takes a hack at a fastball on the outer edge, and Hoganson has 2 strikeouts in the inning. And Grand Forks Red River will come out of the inning unscathed, still down by 4. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left for Fargo Shanley in their half of the 5th. We go to the bottom, or rather of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and your score on the All-True scoreboard remains Fargo Shanley 6, Grand Forks Red River 2. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop in to Jarrell's and Hockey World.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports as we make our way to the bottom of the 6th inning. And we had an equipment issue that led to a couple of, shall we say, implements falling off the table. And that's why you just heard what sounded like a nuclear bomb go off in the background when the backstop was plunked by a warm-up pitch. Apologies for that. Bottom of the 6th inning. And it will be Matt Dosh that comes to the plate for Grand Forks Red River to lead things off. Roughriders down by 4 here to Fargo Shanley. Always a good one when these two teams get together, but the Riders trying to find some offense here today. Matt Dosh stands ready. Jordan Leininger delivers a curveball. Dosh a healthy swing and a miss. And the count is 0-1 on Matt Dosh. Dosh, Adrian Gonzalez, and Josh Scribner due up for the Roughriders. Leininger stands ready, delivers. The 0-1 is a check swing. That is a strike. Or is it not? Nope. Ball. Count goes to a ball and a strike. I thought that actually hit the bat and came back to the glove, so I was confused there for a moment. But it's out of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike on Dosh, swinging a ground ball to short. This is picked up cleanly by Tommy Simon. Over to first, high throw, but hanging on the bag is Adam Leininger for the out. And Dosh is 6-3 put out for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 runs, 4 hits, 3 very costly errors for the Roughriders. And they have stranded 5 so far today. For those of you watching on KNOX Live Sports, we'll correct that number for you. They've stranded 5 runners so far here this afternoon. Adrian Gonzalez steps in, 0 for 2 on the day, a strikeout and a pop-out. And a curveball to him. He swings and misses. And the count goes to no balls and a strike. For Fargo, Shanley, 6 runs on 4 hits. They have not committed an error, and they've left 3. And we'll get that number corrected for you as well. We had to tend to a couple of pieces of equipment that fell off the table there during the inning changeover. Again, we're really looking forward to those new digs over at Kraft Field. Brand new press box that's been built. It's going to be a wonderful addition to baseball here in Midtown. 0-2 pitch to Gonzalez, curveball away. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Gonzalez struck out in the second base, popped out to third base in the third. And he stands ready down the count at 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch, I think he went around on that, did he not? Breaking pitch. They're going to tag him just in case. And they're going to appeal, and they say that Gonzalez did not go. So not a swing, which means the tag out won't matter, and the count will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Leininger will deliver 2-2. 2-2 pitch, that got him. Strike 3, froze him on the outside corner. That'll be the second strikeout for Jordan Leininger today. And 2 up and 2 down for Red River, and they're half of the 6th inning. Josh Scribner to the plate. Scribner a fly out to right field and a strikeout. He is 0 for 2 so far today. 2 down, nobody on for Red River, down 4 in their half of the 6th inning, trailing by a score of 6-2. Pitch on the way, fastball for a strike, and 0-1 on Josh Scribner. Jordan Leininger back up on top of the hill, and the 0-1 pitch called for a strike. And the count goes quickly to no balls and 2 strikes on Scribner. Scribner struck out in the second, flew out to right field in the fourth. Had a nice defensive play early in the game on a tough ball to get. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He went around on high heat for strike 3. And Josh Scribner's the 3rd strikeout victim for Jordan Leininger today. And Red River is down in order, nothing across in their half of the 6th inning. We will go to the 7th. Fargo Shanley leading by 4. Your score in the All-True scoreboard, the Deacons 6 and the Roughriders 2. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95.
Presenting Hugo's Theater. Oh, I'm the worst.
What do you mean, Pally? Hugo's Meat and Seafood is the best. Just ask him. The eyes have it.
The finest meat and seafood at Hugo's.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
We go to the top of the 7th inning. Been a beautiful day for baseball here today at the Oxford Sports Complex. Really been a nice day. It was great that the teams decided to not play this game on Tuesday when it was scheduled and wait for a day that looked much more promising as far as weather goes. Shanley leading by 4 by a score of 6-2 as we go to the top of the 7th inning in the opener for Eastern Dakota Conference baseball here today, the first game of the season for both teams. Sam Oshak leads off the 7th for Shanley and chops one to short. Seaver backs up on a high hopper and then throws across the diamond for the out. And a tough play over at first base to scoop that up for Xander Wayne, but he's got it for the first out of the 7th inning. 6-3 put out for out number 1. Sam Oshak with a double back in the first inning and walked in the second. He's now 1 for 3 on the day. And Landon Meyer will come to the plate for the Deacons. Meyer 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored in the 5th. A look in by Hoganson, and he'll deliver to Landon Meyer. And it's curveball low. Count goes to a ball and no strikes on Landon Meyer. Meyer with a ground out to second back in the first, then a fly out to right field in the second, but in the 5th, singled, stole a base, and later scored. Great stolen base by Landon Meyer in that sequence. Curveball up, but a strike. And the count will go to 1 ball, 1 strike on Landon Meyer. That swiped bag by Landon Meyer, he got a great jump, great read. You can see that he's out there to do damage when he's a base runner. He had a good lead on that, and just, I mean, the jump that he got on that stolen base was really impressive. There was no chance to track him down. Good speed as well in that sequence. He takes one up. Count goes to 2-1. Breaking pitch, missed inside. And now it's 3 balls and a strike on Landon Meyer. Looking ahead to Red River's 7th, they're going to have to try to dig out from underneath that 4-run deficit with number 8, number 9 due up in the order to get things started. Swinging a foul. That'll twist out a play to the right. Off of the bat of Meyer, and the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Meyer stands ready. Takes a look in. It does the pitcher Hoganson. Curveball misses down low for ball 4. And Landon Meyer has worked himself aboard with a walk. That'll be the first free pass issued by Griffin Hoganson this afternoon. 1 out runner for the Deacons in the 7th. And Adam Leininger, who was hit by a pitch, reached on an error, scored twice, and an eventful day. He's 0 for 2, but a couple of runs scored today for Landon Meyer in that Adam Leininger scoring twice, but 0 for 2 officially from the plate today. And the first pitch to him, a swing and a miss on a fastball low and away. Count goes to 0-1 on Adam Leininger. And we'll see again here if Landon Meyer, who swiped a bag already today for Fargo Shanley, is thinking about trying another. This would be a spot where with 1 out, good hitters up, if you could take a bag, it's probably something that you'd like to do. He's got a good lead again. Hoganson will give him a check and then makes a move back that way. But even when they've made a check on Landon Meyer a couple of times, he's been moving back to the bag almost immediately. He really is a guy that gets a good read on things and doesn't seem to struggle with picking up what's going on around him. Good lead again here. And the 0-1 pitch, he holds, and this one's ripped to center field for a base hit. It's on some pretty quick turf out there. Got out into the gap. It's cut off by Brady Peterson, but it'll be relayed in a little bit too late. And then a little mishandle on the infield is going to allow for Leininger to take second base. So on to second and third go the runners. Meyer to third, Leininger to second. Call that a double for Adam Leininger. And with 2 aboard and only 1 out, Fargo Shanley threatening in their half of the 7th. When you take a look, it's the one thing about early season baseball. The grass is brown, and it's a very, very quick surface that's out there in the outfield. And when that ball hit, it just took off on the ground, and it really forced Brady Peterson to widen out his path to cut that off in the gap. And that allows the extra turn for Meyer, the extra turn for Leininger. It never got behind the outfielders, but it had that little extra bit of speed after it found its way into the gap, and that allows for the extra bag for a pair of Shanley runners. Tommy Simon with a count at 1-0. He swings and drives one to left, but foul. And the count will level up on Tommy Simon at 1 ball, 1 strike. Simon, the cleanup man. A double back in the 3rd, was later stranded. Moved a runner along with a sacrifice fly back in the 5th. So 1 for 2 on the day. He was a strikeout victim back in the 1st. First time that he faces Hoganson today. And the 1-1 offering. Curveball, low. Backhanded behind the plate by Matt Dosh, who came in the 2nd to take over the catcher's position. And has done some pretty good work. He had to handle some tough pitches from Alex Seaver in the early going, but found his way to it. Look over towards third again. 2-1 offering. Fastball lifted foul back behind the plate. And it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes on Tommy Simon. Again, both teams will be in action again coming up next week. take a look where the schedules are. Fargo Shanley, their next action, going to be a little bit later in the week next week. They don't play on Tuesday, it would appear. Swinging a line foul to the right side. No, they will. Correction. They're going to be at home in their next league action, as Shanley on Tuesday will face Devils Lake. That game will be at the Thoraldson Complex in Fargo. Red River goes to Fargo North on Tuesday. And Central will be at home against Fargo South coming up on Tuesday, the next round of league games. These are the first league games of the year for both teams. 2-2 on the way. That one missed outside. And it's 3 balls, 2 strikes on Tommy Simon. So the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the cleanup man for Fargo Shanley. The payoff pitch to him, high in the air to right field. Very high. Josh Scribner coming on. They're going to attempt to score Landon Meyer from third. Scribner makes the catch. The throw coming in is cut off. A slide to the plate for Landon Meyer will score. Second sacrifice fly for Tommy Simon today, and this time it drives in a run, and Fargo Shanley will take a 7-2 lead. Second out recorded, holding at second base is Adam Leininger. But Tommy Simon drives in a run with a sacrifice fly. That plates Landon Meyer, who walked and later took third on that little squeaker out in the gap, and that's what that quick turf can do. Turns a runner at second to a runner at third, and the sacrifice fly brings him home. Breaking pitch drops for a strike in the top half of the zone to Jordan Leininger, and the count is 0-1 on Fargo Shanley center fielder. Jordan Leininger 1 for 2 with a single in the fifth, and the 0-1 to him. Breaking pitch drops low. Count levels 1 ball, 1 strike. So the Deacons now up 5 in the game. They jumped out 4-0 with the lead in the first inning. Red River was able to cut into it and had it down to a 2-run lead, and it looked like they were finding their way back into the game, but Fargo Shanley quickly responded, and again, some defensive issues for the Roughriders today that have just not been what you're used to out of Rough Rider baseball. 2 balls and a strike. Jordan Leininger stands ready. Hoganson takes a look back at second base, and the 2-1 pitch, fastball for a strike. That'll level up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fargo Shanley now with 5 hits in the game, but 7 runs. And again, 5 of those 7 runs have scored by way of errors here today. The 2-2, fastball high and away, counts full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The return throw kind of squeaks out of Griffin Hoganson's glove, but no chance for Shanley to advance on that. And we'll see if Griffin Hoganson can get his team back in the dugout here. Red River down 5. A look back at second base. And the 3-2 offering. Swing and a miss. He got him. Jordan Leininger's down on strikes for the 3rd strikeout of the day for Griffin Hoganson. But Fargo Shanley able to tack on in their half of the 7th. They'll score a run on a hit and leave 1. And we've played 6.5. New score here at Oxford Sports Complex in Grand Forks. It is Fargo Shanley 7 and Grand Forks Red River 2. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and Shanley tries to win it next. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales, Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Tufty Marine in Northwood is your Lund Boat headquarters. Looking to buy, sell, or trade? Tufty Marine will get you into the Lund boat you've always wanted. And they have the parts and accessories you need as well. To check out their inventory, go to tuftymarine.com. Tufty Marine, your Lund dealer in Northwood, always willing to make a deal.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Well, here we go. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and Grand Forks Red River down a 5 spot. It's 7-2 in favor of Fargo Shanley over Grand Forks Red River. The Roughriders trailing the Deacons by 5. Red River brings Justin Roth to the plate to get things started. The number 8 man of the order, Roth, a walk and A ground out to first so far in his day. Jordan Leininger trying to pick up the win today for Fargo. Shanley delivers a fastball for a strike. He relieves Bowden Meyer after 3 innings, and 3 innings not enough in the high school game to get a win. So this would be Jordan Leininger's game to get a win on here today. He delivers a curveball that's low, and the count will level up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Grand Forks 2 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors, and 5 left so far today. Those 3 errors have allowed 5 of Fargo Shanley 7 runs, though, which is something that Mark Veriano will talk with the team about. And you're going to make some mistakes in that first game. Here's a twister towards the first base line. And second baseman Landon Meyer coming over, calling off the first baseman, Adam Leininger, for the play. And Justin Roth will pop out to the second baseman for the first out of the 7th. So 1 out, nobody on here in the 7th inning for Grand Forks Red River. And Tyson Ulmer will come to the plate. Ulmer ran for Matt Dosh earlier, and now he'll bat for Jace Mason, and Ulmer takes a curveball high, and the count will go to a ball and no strikes. So Ulmer will bat here in the 7th for Jace Mason as a pinch hitter. Ulmer stands ready. And the 1-0 offering to him, a swing and a foul. That was one thing that kind of jumped off the page about Red River's lineup card today, is that there isn't a particularly high amount of depth to it. They've got 4 players that they'll list off the bench, a swing by Ulmer and a miss, and the count will go to a ball and 2 strikes. They're familiar names, Rylan Carinta, Max Grafenauer, Tate Parson, but right now, only 4 on the bench. Here's a check swing, curveball dropped a bit low. The count will level up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Red River making it work with 13. No DH for either team today. And a 2-ball, 2-strike pitch to Tyson Ulmer. Curveball misses away. Count goes full, 3-2. So Ulmer in a pinch hitting performance trying to work his way on. Leininger delivers. Curveball smashed to short, but it's a 1-hopper cleanly taken by the shortstop, Tommy Simon. He'll throw over to first base for the out. And there are quickly 2 away in the Red River half of the 7th, and it comes down to Griffin Hoganson. Hoganson, the last opportunity here today for Grand Forks Red River.
Now the Roughriders.
Hoganson on the day, 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts and a pop out to the pitcher. And the Riders down 7-2 in their half of the 7th inning. And the first pitch to Hoganson is low, and the count will go to a ball and no strikes. Post-game report on the way. We'll have our Player of the Game award and our finest cover of the game, our points against hunger as well. Now runs against hunger, swinging a high fly ball to left field deep. Landon Hale tracking, back after it. He comes up with a catch. And Tyson Ulmer, followed by Griffin Hoganson. That is the way the game will come to a conclusion today for Grand Forks Red River, and the Fargo Shanley Deacons have defeated Grand Forks Red River by a final score of 7-2 this afternoon. With the win, Fargo Shanley will move to 1-0 on the season, and Red River will drop to 0-1 on the season, and both teams get ready to play again in league play coming up next week. Our post-game report is on the way next, so do stay with us for it. We'll bring it to you in just a couple of moments. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
S&T Quick Stop in Thompson is the stop you need at the end of your day. From the groceries you may have left behind to the products you need to keep running, S&T Quick Stop is your best stop. Find us on the west edge of Thompson.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Man of Steel.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
We welcome you to our post-game report tonight here from Oxford Sports Complex in Grand Forks, where Fargo Shanley has defeated Grand Forks Red River by a final score of 7-2 tonight in our opener for high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports. Thank you for being with us here tonight. We'll have a good post-game report coming up here for you. Still to come, our Proceed Play of the Game, which we'll have for you in just a couple of moments. We'll also take a look at our post-game awards that we have for you here tonight as well, and wrap things up as we get ready for more baseball coming up next week, starting on Monday with Grand Forks Central and Thompson. But Fargo Shanley winning the opener for both of these teams tonight, and the Deacons getting off to a 1-0 start inside Eastern Dakota Conference play. And it was a defensive letdown a bit today for Grand Forks Red River. That'll be the summary in this one, as the Riders will allow 5 runs on 3 errors to take place, and those 5 runs end up being the big difference makers in the game here today, as the Riders drop to 0-1 and get ready to go up against their next opponent coming up next week. But let's give you a game summary. Fargo Shanley comes to the plate in the top of the first inning, and a leadoff double for Sam Oshak got things working. Then a hit batsman ended up putting runners on at first and third. A defensive breakdown came later. The first run of the game scored on a delayed double steal, and really well executed. Adam Leininger making his move to second base. He was the man hit by a pitch, and that allowed Sam Oshak to come in and score. And that made it a 1-0 game at that point in favor of Fargo Shanley. However, an out later, it was an overthrow. A walk to Jordan Leininger would put runners on second and third. And then an error that was charged to catcher Adrian Gonzalez, where a ball got away from him as he was trying to get things ready for a return throw to the plate. The ball ended up popping out of his glove, and he tried to throw up the third base line, ended up throwing the ball out into left field, and that allowed a run to come in on that play. Actually, a couple of runs to come in on that play. And Adam Leininger eventually scored on an overthrow as well by the catcher Gonzalez. And so 3 runs scored on a couple of overthrows towards third trying to catch runners. That made it 4-0 at the end of 1. Red River would score next. It came in the third. A 1-out single for Alex Seaver and then a walk to Brody Peterson. They moved up on a pass ball, and Matt Dosh delivered a 2 RBI double to bring in the only 2 runs of the game for Grand Forks Red River. But the Deacons would score 2 more in their half of the 5th. They would come right back and score a single by Landon Meyer and then an error out in left field by Jace Mason trying to track down a fly ball. Ball just dropped in the gap. Mason looked like he had it, tried to reach the glove out at it, did not get it. That allowed Meyer to score and Leininger to reach, and then Leininger eventually scored on a single by Jordan Leininger that pushed the lead back to 6-2, and Fargo Shanley scored again in the 7th after a walk to Landon Meyer was followed by a double from Adam Leininger that scored Meyer and made it 7-2. But 3 runs in the first and 2 in the 5th that were the result of errors by the Red River defense, and 5 of the 7 runs for Fargo Shanley scoring today by way of an error. And that is your post-game summary brought to you here tonight by Spray Advantage and Lake Region State College, our post-game sponsors, as Shanley wins it by a final score of 7-2. Our post-game report brought to you by Spray Advantage and Lake Region State College. Spray Advantage, everything you need for spraying an application on your farm. The difference between Spray Advantage and their competitors is that Spray Advantage has what you're looking for in stock. Tips, tanks, nozzles, pumps, grain carts, and seed tenders. 2 locations to serve you in Grand Forks and St. Thomas. Spray Advantage, make them a part of your agricultural game plan now and for years to come. And our post-game report brought to you by Lake Region State College as well. At Lake Region State College, we change lives. Precision agriculture, law enforcement, nursing. Those are the careers that you can launch yourself into with a degree from Lake Region State College. Get done in 2 and start earning. Take those credits with you and go for 4 at a North Dakota institution of your choice. Lake Region State College with campuses in Devils Lake at the Grand Forks Air Force Base and online at lrsc.edu. Post-game totals for Fargo Shanley, 7 runs on 5 hits. They commit no errors and leave 4. And the win today will go to Jordan Leininger, who ends up working 4 innings of shutout baseball. Leininger gives up 1 hit. It was a double back in the 5th inning. Leininger strikes out 3, does not walk anybody. Very efficient as he ends up facing the minimum +1 through his 4 innings of work today. He faced just 3 in the 4th, 6th, and 7th today, and the double by Alex Seaver was the only damage against him. The win going to Jordan Leininger in 4 innings of shutout baseball today, striking out 3, giving up 1 hit. For Red River, 2 runs on 4 hits. They commit 3 errors and leave 5. And the loss today will go to Alex Seaver, a bit of a tough luck loss. He goes 4 1/3, gives up 6 runs. Only 1 was earned on 2 hits. He struck out 6, walked 3, and hit 2. Obviously, Alex had some issues himself with location, walking those 3, hitting 2, but struck out 6 in the long run. A lot of damage done against him. He gave up all 5 of those unearned runs today. So again, the win to Jordan Leininger for Fargo Shanley. The loss for Red River's Alex Seaver. 7 runs, 5 hits, no errors, 4 left for the Deacons. 2 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors, 5 left for Red River. And your final score today is Fargo Shanley 7 and Grand Forks Red River 2. The game played in 2 hours flat. Started at 4:03 and ended at 6:03 here this afternoon at Oxford Sports Complex in Grand Forks, North Dakota. We'll come back with our post-game awards, including our Player of the Game Award, Finest Auto Trim, Finest Cover, our Proceed Play of the Game, and our Runs Against Hunger today, brought to you by Northland Community and Technical College, all coming up in just a couple of moments. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports on Rock 95.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop in to Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Hi, this is Jen from Absolute Refrigeration, your local commercial refrigeration experts. Our team provides excellent and dependable service to keep your business up and running all year long. Call us at 787-1200. Absolute Refrigeration. We're here when staying cool absolutely matters.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
See the full line of Kubota at Acme Equipment Grand Forks.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335. Tufty Marine in Northwood is your Lund Boat headquarters. Looking to buy, sell, or trade? Tufty Marine will get you into the Lund boat you've always wanted. And they have the parts and accessories you need as well. To check out their inventory, go to tuftymarine.com. Tufty Marine, your Lund dealer in Northwood, always willing to make a deal.
Welcome back to our post-game report for Red River Rough Rider baseball today here on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports. Ryan Cunningham with you today from the Oxford Sports Complex, where they're getting ready for game number 2, which will be a non-counter. Grand Forks Red River beaten today by Fargo Shanley by a final score of 7-2 as we move to our post-game report. Again, brought to you by Spring Advantage and Lake Region State College. Spring Advantage, make them a part of your agricultural game plan now and for years to come, with everything you need for spraying and application on your farm in stock in Grand Forks. And Lake Region State College. At Lake Region State College, we change lives. Precision agriculture, law enforcement, nursing. Get those degrees and more at lrsc.edu and find out more about their campuses in Devils Lake, at the Grand Forks Air Force Base, and online at lrsc.edu. Let's take on our post-game awards that we have for you here today. Let's start with our post-game play of the game, and our play of the game is brought to you by Proceed here this afternoon. Our play of the game is Proceeds to bring to you, and it's a great one. It's a nice defensive play that we get to bring to you. When you need seed, think Proceed, proceed.net, and this is a great play that we can show you because when you have the opportunity to twist a pair, you got to get it done, and this is the second baseman for Grand Forks Red River, Justin Roth. The nice flip to second base, the fight off of the slide for the double play. That was a great play that came for Grand Forks Red River, and that's the play of the game brought to you by Proceed. If you need seed, think Proceed, proceed.net. That double play came to end a threat for Fargo Shanley in the 5th, and what turned out to be a 4-6-3 double play after a couple of runners had scored in that inning. That's a great play for the defense to execute on a day when the defense had some struggles. To be able to come out of here with a 4-6-3 is a pretty nice effort for the Grand Forks Red River defense today, and that's our play of the game brought to you by Proceed. Our runs against hunger today, presented today by Northland Community Technical College. Northland Community Technical College has teamed up with KNOX Sports and KNOX Live Sports to fight hunger in our region. With Northland Community Technical College, runs against hunger. For every run that's scored by one of our greater Grand Forks teams in their matchups that we have for you, $1 is donated to fight hunger to the Pioneer Food Pantry. It's just another part of what Northland Community Technical College does for you in the region, and they did this all throughout the hockey and basketball seasons as well. So it was a great opportunity to start fighting against hunger with runs against hunger from Northland Community Technical College. Riders scored 2 today. So $2 will be donated to the Pioneer Food Pantry to fight hunger in our region on behalf of Northland Community Technical College. Let's take a look at our player awards today. First of all, our Player of the Game award is brought to you by PS Garage Doors, where the PS stands for perfect service. PS Garage Doors can give you the service that you need, with that garage door beginning to move a little bit more now while you're taking things and putting them in the garage or taking them out of the garage. I've been doing this myself already, and if that garage door is not moving the way it needs to, or if it's seen some wear and tear, sometimes the PS stands for puck stopper, it's time for you to call the folks at PS Garage Doors and get the service that you're looking for. PS Garage Doors, you can find them in Grand Forks, Devils Lake, and throughout the region. Call 772-DOOR. That's 772-DOOR for PS Garage Doors today. And as far as the offensive side of things, Alex Seaver is the man at the plate today for Grand Forks Red River. 4 hits, 2 of them belong to Alex Seaver today. 2 more belong to Matt Dosh today. Matt Dosh is going to take home our Player of the Game award. A 2 RBI double for Dosh back in the 3rd, and he goes 2 for 3 today at the plate, driving in a couple of runs for Grand Forks Red River in the 3rd. He singles in his first at-bat, doubles in his second at-bat, and then takes over that catcher's position and didn't have any struggles back behind the plate coming into a new position after the first inning. So Matt Dosh of Grand Forks Red River will be our Player of the Game award winner today. Compliments of PS Garage Doors. And our Finest Auto Trim Finest Cover of the Game is brought to you today by Finest Auto Trim, where, again, big or small, they cover it all. Finest Auto Trim specializes in the recovery of vehicle and boat seats. There's still time. Ice out hasn't happened just yet. If it's time for you to get those boat seats recovered so they look like they're going to, be for you when you go out onto the lake this year, you want to get those to Finest Auto Trim. Take those in. Don't buy new seats. Let them repair those seats for you so you have something that looks and feels like it's supposed to. And for those of you in agriculture, get those seats recovered as well, because when we're talking about that, you're talking about a situation where you're going to spend a lot of time in those implements and you're going to be uncomfortable if the seats aren't aren't doing what they're supposed to do for you. So get those implements in the Finest Auto Trim as well and let them do that. And let's go right back to our play of the game that we had for you. This is going to be the finest cover, and the finest cover winner is going to be Justin Roth at second base today, along with the shortstop in that situation, who was Alex Seaver. We'll give it to both of them, but this is a really nifty double play turn that comes up here. You'll see Roth make this play, a beautiful flip, and fighting off that slide is Seaver to come over and get that out at first base. That's a nice play for both of those two, and the first opportunity they have to turn a double play in the middle infield this year, and they get it done. So that finest cover of the game going to go to the middle infield, Justin Roth and Alex Seaver, for the team up that they had on that play today for Grand Forks Red River. But the Riders are beaten today by a final score of 7-2. Red River again plays next week. They'll get back into league action, I believe. Let's take a look at that schedule before we wrap things up for today and tell you where the Riders go next. They'll be at Fargo North at 6 o'clock coming up on Tuesday night. And our next game broadcast is right back here at the Oxford Sports Complex, both on KNOX Live Sports and also on KNOX Radio on Monday night when Thompson comes to town to take on Grand Forks Central in some non-conference baseball. Stay with us for that. Want to thank everybody for joining us. Our camera work today from Joey Springer, who came over and got back into the swing of things, and we're looking forward to bringing you a lot of activity for the upcoming fall sports season. Again, our final score in this matchup today is Fargo Shanley 7, Grand Forks Red River 2. For those of you in the radio side, back to regular programming with some music in just a couple of moments. And for those of you in the video side, thank you for joining us tonight on KNOX Live Sports.